welcome back to Act 4 of the Omega Horizon campaign, the Alabaster Throne. Where we last left our intrepid crew, they had just performed a daring rescue in cyberspace of the Twilight Princess, who, as it turns out, is Drea Alabaster, daughter and heir to the Aladyne Corporation's CEO, Martin Alabaster, who had his own daughter killed to preserve his own power in the company, but not to be deprived of what he perceives as yet another trophy in his case. He decided to have his daughter's consciousness uploaded to a cyberspace pocket cluster called the Twilight Garden. Last act, Scarlet discovered that she was in fact the reincarnation, if you will, of Gemma Werner, wife of Matthias Werner, the head of the board of directors of Aladyne, and an old friend of Martin Alabaster. When Drea's mother died, it was Matthias and Gemma who took the girl in largely, rather than leave her to the whims of her absentee father. Scarlet, having regained the memories of Gemma, felt personally responsible for rescuing Drea, which is precisely what they did. I'm joined for Act 4 by our very talented cast of players here, Avril Illajay, Jess Parsons, and Heather Drew. Ladies, why don't you go ahead and quickly introduce to everyone just joining us your characters?
Yeah! Oh my god, hi everyone! I've seen you all again. I play Celica Riggs, who's a hacker/engineer human.
Hi everybody, I'm Jess. I'm playing Scarlet, who is an android, and she is a smuggler. Also now has the memories, like Dan said, of Gemma.
Hi everybody, I'm Heather Drew, and I am playing Zara Conclex. I'm a Parboran, I'm 4 foot tall, I got 4 little arms, and I'm an Inquisitor.
Alright, so quickly setting the scene, because we're picking up exactly where you guys left off last time. We are on the planet Bandor, where this adventure began so many acts ago. And you are at Werner Manor, within your ship, the Corsair, which is currently docked in the landing pad of the Manor. And you've just emerged from cyberspace victorious after your battle against the Alabaster Kaiju in the program Hero's Destiny, where you ultimately got to portray superheroes. When we left off, Celica quickly looked at her personal computer pad and noticed that it said that a program was successfully uploaded to the core mainframe of the Corsair, which of course is the consciousness of Drea Alabaster. So we're going to pick up right where we left off.
Oh, that was incredibly close. Oh my goodness. But I really loved all the crazy movement that we've done.
Yeah, it was pretty awesome to fly. A big fan of cyberspace.
Oh, definitely. We should do it again sometime.
Yeah, I would love to.
Team_069.
I want to change my username.
Oh, well, too late. That's already your permanent file. But if
What?
we can make you a brand new one, it'll just take a little bit of time.
Yeah, but it'll be 069 so that we're a team, we're a group.
Oh, totally.
069.
Yes.
Well, I'm _2_069, so.
Oh no, you're -2_069. That is completely
it's
different.
a little different.
She knows because she programmed it.
Yeah, exactly. But speaking of programmed, as we arrived, I saw on my datapad that, hey, Drea has been uploaded successfully into the Corsair.
Oh, we did.
Phew.
So Dan, she's no longer in this gem heart that I have?
Nope. So that
Okay.
disappeared when you jacked out. It was more of a physical representation of the data you were carrying.
Okay.
And once you got to the jack out spot, it officially transferred that data to the computer you were using as a go-through, which happens to be the core mainframe of the Corsair.
Okay.
Is there a way to check on the status of Drea? Like, if I can...
Yeah, so you can take a
I
quick
can-
look, and it looks like it hasn't degraded or anything. It looks like it's a complete program, which is the best you can do right now. You're not able to sort of spin her up, if you will, to talk to her, because, again, the ship really wasn't designed to do that. You're sort of mystified, as it is, how the advanced artificial intelligence you absconded with from Jeshin is able to do that on the ship.
Got it.
We should get out of here as soon as possible. Celica, can you transfer these points back into my piloting and I can get us out of here?
Yes, no
I
problem.
don't think it's safe to stay at the manor.
And we are good to go.
Where are you going?
Oh, we forgot.
Oh, hello,
Spike! We forgot about you. Hi.
It's been a while.
The Rigelian stands before you, standing over all of you as he's taller than you, and just looks between you. And
What?
Well, wouldn't they know we're in the Warner Manor here? And wouldn't it be safer just to get out of this area?
I don't think they can track us, but I guess it would be one of the first places he might look. I just don't know where to go.
What if we go back to Unity Station?
I don't know if they want us there with heat on us. They have tricky rules about members of the Yamato using their station to stay safe.
That makes sense.
Well, it seems like we're owed 250 kilocredits for our hard work, so I'd like to aim to get to wherever that can happen.
Yeah, that's here in the manor. I've just got to get to Matthias's workshop.
Alright, so should we accompany you, or...?
He shrugs. Man, it makes no difference to me.
I'd like to go. I'd like to see his workshop.
Yes, me as well.
Yeah.
Why are you... Okay.
She wants to know why you're acting suspicious, Spike.
Yes, that's exactly why I'm... Yes.
It's awkward. Her husband's dead. We used to be friends. It's a thing.
It doesn't have to be awkward unless you make it awkward, okay?
You've
People
made
die.
it awkward, Spike.
Can I do a roll to see if he's telling the truth that that's why he's awkward?
Oh, thank God. I suck at that shit, so yeah.
Okay, would it be... not empathy? What would be the best roll for that, Mr. GM?
Yeah, so you could do an empathy roll, or you could do psychic empathy if you want to use your psionic powers to influence your ability to tell whether he's lying or not.
Oh, let's try psychic empathy. So, let's see. 5 and... Ooh, wits or psionics. So,
Ooh.
rolling 5, keeping 5.
Yeah, yeah. First roll.
Of the gun, let's see. 10, 14, 18, 19.
Damn, boo.
Okay, so he says, it's just because it's awkward, and, I used to be really good friends with her husband who's dead.
No. No, that's a lie. There's something else going on here. Is this a trap?
Oh, no.
And I like put my gun up to him.
Spike's brows furrow, and he says, "All right, I may not have been completely honest about the credits.
What do you mean, Spike?
I mean, the credits are there, but I don't have access to them because Matthias left all of his money to Drea in the will.
Who's dead?
I mean,
Not if you did your job!"
Well, if she's considered dead by society, then I can only imagine her credits have been transferred over to Martin.
That's not exactly how it works.
All right, Spike, I'm gonna need you to. And she strides up to him and shakes his shoulders. You need to start speaking plainly. We don't have a lot of time. We just completed a very dangerous mission where we battled about 4 different bosses, so we need you to be very clear and concise with your words. Go.
All right, so I figured it would go a little differently than this. We should have had an intact body for Dre to inhabit, in which case, very simply, we would have gone to the YPF and said, just kidding, she faked her own death to try to avoid her father's wrath, and now she gets all the money she's owed, and she could pay you. It didn't turn out that way.
Okay. So you were trying to orchestrate this future, these theatrics where we have a woman risen from the dead, and that was all just based on assumption.
Alright, to be fair, it's your dead husband's plan.
That is fair, actually. That is fair. He would do something like that. Yeah.
But I don't know, he might have something in his, machine shop.
Like a new body of, like another body that we can
Hey,
perhaps...
I'm improvising here.
All right, well, let's go because we don't have a lot of time.
Yeah, and you're coming with us because now you're going to be with us until we get money. Is that okay with everybody? No?
Yeah,
Yes.
I guess.
No?
Yeah, that's great.
I mean, we could tie him up.
Lead the way, Spike.
No.
Oh, okay.
So Spike walks into the manor and leads you up this ornate staircase to the second floor of the manor. So he leads you down this hallway, and there's a plain sort of oak door, and he opens it, and inside there's all these benches laid out with various parts of drones or androids or all sorts of machines, projects that were started, never finished. Matthias was a tinkerer. He liked to build things, and he was pretty good at doing it. Before he became a business-minded bureaucrat, his humble beginnings were as an engineer. Why don't you...
Celica's eyes are darting everywhere.
Why don't you go ahead and make perception skill rolls?
All of us?
All of you,
Okay.
and add
Okay.
your hearing roll.
Okay.
Okie dokie, that is 4.
Perception, so that is 3. And hearing? I'm sorry, is that hearing?
Yes, hearing.
Oh.
And...
Yes. 11 for me.
17.
15.
Okay. The 15 and the 17 are enough. You're poking around trying to figure if there's anything of value here that maybe you can use when you actually hear the hum of airborne engines approaching the manor. Multiple craft, it sounds like.
Whoa, look at this drone model. I haven't seen this one in a very long time. Oh.
And I go, wait, listen.
You hear that?
What? No, I don't hear that.
I think we have incoming.
After you point it out, Spike lifts his head and tilts it, and he says, "Yes, I hear it."
All right, let's get out of here now.
Is there anything we can grab? Spike, what do we need here?
This all looks like junk.
It is not all junk.
Celica, grab whatever you want in the next 10 seconds. We gotta get out of here.
Whatever you think is worth money.
Do I see anything that I can use to fix an android body of some sort?
Nothing that jumps out that's like of crazy value that you couldn't get at a normal parts shop.
Cool, I'll carry this old drone with me.
I just look at Spike.
You didn't get to fully go through everything, so you don't know if there was nothing of value here or not, but what you did manage to go through, there was nothing that screamed at you of being of any significant value. Alright, so you beeline, you start heading down towards the main entrance in order to get to the landing pad, but as you arrive, suddenly there's an explosion as the facade of the manor just is blown to smithereens.
Oh shit!
You were all knocked backwards. You don't take any damage.
My
but just
house.
the force of the blast knocks you backwards.
My house! Ah!
My new workshop.
So they're
No!
fully attacking us right now.
Are we far from the ship?
Yes, and you have to get through them to get to the ship.
What?
Oh,
What?
fucking Spike! I hate.
They're between. Oh god. Okay.
Do I have on my Kevlar vest?
Yes.
Okay. Can we? Is the ship close enough where we could see it from there? Like, or they just blasted from far away?
You can. It's not close, but you can see the landing pad. Now that there's this gaping hole in the front of the manor, you can see the landing pad in the distance.
Can we still call Corsair from here?
You could, but you know if the ship takes off, they're likely to shoot it down.
Oh.
Oh no!
I was gonna be like, come!
Yeah,
No?
Look, my MO is to work incognito. I don't know what to do here.
Oh, all right. How about we just slowly and skillfully, stealthily get over to the ship?
Okay. Alright. Spike. Can you be a little more sneaky?
So you turn to Spike. Spike at this point is like running and dives behind some cover and takes out a sniper rifle and starts quickly assembling it.
Spike, hold on. We're going to attempt to get to the ship without being seen. That means no shooty the gunny, okay?
I've been a prisoner before. I'm not getting caught again.
We're not gonna let that happen. Alright. Come here. Let's go.
Outside, the engines are now very close. They're clearly right in the front of the...
Oh,
the
shit.
and you hear the sound of something fairly large and metallic making contact with the ground.
I'm gonna hand Spike my Kevlar vest and be like, "Hold on to this," and I go into chameleon mode, so that you can't see me.
Do I recognize that sound? Do I recognize any of the machinery?
So it sounds like it's not just like something heavy that dropped. It's something that like clearly there were hydraulics that compensated for the drop. It's probably some sort of vehicle.
Okay. So chameleon mode.
Yeah. So.
I don't like this.
Okay. I will go behind a desk.
Okay.
Big steel desk.
There's not a steel desk, but there is like a clearly solid wooden desk that was like a writing desk in the front atrium that you're able to topple over and hide behind.
Cool, I do that. And I hide behind the shelf bit, so there's more layers of...
Sure. What is Scarlet doing?
I'm trying to keep the crew together. I don't want to split the party here.
As they all run in different directions.
Yeah. So I'm like shouting commands. I'm like doing military commands, even though I have no idea what I'm doing. I'm like, hey, get over. You get down. You
Jackhammer, shut up!
Jackhammer.
So.
Jackhammer!
She's just screaming jackhammer.
I don't think she understands. I can hear her. Okay.
Jackhammer!
I think she sees us.
I think she's just feeding at each other.
Yeah.
So she's standing there gesturing, shouting at you, and you hear this repetitive sound of sort of metal grating on metal and hydraulics. Clearly, some sort of large metallic vehicle walking towards you.
Do I understand, or do I recognize that sound? Being a person who have
You've heard something similar before. This is probably a golem.
Oh, do you want to show that?
Not the one that you have yet.
Okay.
Jackhammer. It sounds like some sort of golem. Buckle up.
So for those of you new to the system, golems are basically mech suits that are about 15 feet tall, roughly. And there's a pilot inside of them controlling them.
I go, bullets are gonna be useless, guys, but maybe I can neener the guy inside controlling the golem.
Okay.
Like
Shut him down.
As long as you're
that
not
idea.
seen, Zara, we're no match for these things.
I know.
I mean, if it doesn't work out, I can try to hack this golem and control it myself.
Okay. Yeah, and I'll just keep up company morale.
Yeah, you do that, jackhammer.
So this.
luck.
Go on.
Jackhammer!
This
Secret!
white.
I
this
think she's
white-
onto us.
This white and gold golem comes stomping around into your point of view around the side of the gaping hole in the manor. And in addition, dozens of what appear to be paramilitary soldiers come around its feet, and they all take kneeling positions and steady their weapons.
Do they see us yet?
They see you, because you're standing out in the open.
What? I was trying to hide and keep the crew together.
Were you? Were you?
I think you made so many hand movements.
So I guess, so I'm trying so hard to keep everybody together when they split that I'm just like still in the middle, like, you were standing
on the top. You were standing on the top of the stairs, and there's like a banister, and you're like, "This is it," and then they come around the corner, and you duck down to realize that like it's just a slotted banister.
Oh no. Don't give away my position. Go.
Okay, yeah, Skellen's gonna try to hide.
So you then go like quickly crawling like off to the side to get behind like a large piece of furniture. You hear a booming voice, the voice of Martin Alabaster, and he says, "You have one chance to return what is mine."
No, thank you. I
We don't
know
have
what you're
anything of
talking
yours.
I know you took Drea. Return her to me.
She's not
or there will be
yours, Martin.
consequences.
She's
About.
not
Never heard
yours.
that name.
I'm growing impatient, Gemma.
Quick question for the DM. Her consciousness is fully uploaded into the Corsair right now?
Correct.
Okay. Martin, you can blow me to bits. We don't have Drea, alright?
Where is she then?
No idea.
Alright, that is a lie. So, why don't you go ahead and roll? This will be Scoundrel and Deceit.
Ooh, I get to use my scoundrel. Hell yeah.
Scoundrel, keep Charisma, and any modifier for Deceit.
Oh yeah, you could have gotten that Artful Dodger advantage too. Yeah, +2.
Oh, Artful Dodger?
Yeah,
I
that's
don't think I wrote that down.
I think it's 10. You get +2 in Deceit and Sleight of Hand. Correct me if I'm wrong. I love all this shit.
I don't have it. I don't have Artful Dodger.
Oh look, you bought it.
Oh yeah, whoops! I bought that on my last level up.
Yeah, because you have definitely enough CP.
I have
Right?
Shadow
You do,
and
you do.
Keen and Athlete. Do any of
Oh,
those
look!
add?
And you have Artful Dodger because you bought that, Jessica.
And I am a naive GM, and I know no better.
Oh look, you get a +2.
All right. That's a 9, 10, 11, 12.
Oh, we actually just barely beat you.
With Artful Dodger?
I know, with Artful Dodger. I know that's a lie. Take them, and you hear the boots of the paramilitary group that are rushing in.
No. Riggs, does this body have a self-destruct button or what?
No, but I can install one if you want.
There's no time for an installation right now!
Yeah, you're right. I'm just letting you know that if that's something that you want later, I can totally do it.
Scarlet just starts to like press random crevices in her body, like something's gonna break here.
Alright, so what we're going to do, because there are a lot of combatants,
Oh man.
we're going to handle this cinematically. So I'm going to go ahead and add up your modifiers. So I need everyone's. In this case, you can't use your computers and cybernetics. This is not cyberspace.
Can I use my computers with my dronies?
Nope. So what I need is your combat, and then if you're using a ranged weapon, I need your agility. If you're using a melee weapon, I need your strength. And this time you can add any modifier you have for your preferred weapon type. So if it's ranged weapons, you can add that. If it's melee weapons, you can add that.
The last thing you said, if we can add our weapon.
The modifiers for your specific type of weapons. So if you have points, for example, if you have modifier points in ranged weapons, you can give me that number to add to the overall cinematic roll too. If you have points in melee weapons because you're using a melee weapon, you can add that instead.
I do not have any points in that, which is why I was confused.
Yeah. So basically what we're doing right now is we're just generally comparing the two forces' combat prowess to determine who is the likely winner of the fight.
Oh, fuck.
And they, of course, they do get a modifier for having superior numbers. So, why don't we start with Avril? Give me your combat.
Okay, cool. Yeah, my combat is 3.
Okay.
My agility is 4. And it looks like I also add a +6 with the power of friendship.
What?
You almost had me there. I was like, what do you know?
You did have me. I was like, is that a legit mod that you like homebrewed for this? What is your tattoo giving you like extra
Tell you what,
points?
I'll give you +1 for sass.
Yay! What about the tattoo?
Yeah, the powers of our tattoos combined.
Don't push it. That might be a negative.
Okay, alright. I'll add Dan in there too. It's suddenly a +3. Yes.
Alright, so my combat is 5, my agility is 4, no mods.
No mods. Alright, and then Heather.
Combat is 5, agility is 6, mods are 4.
Nice.
Woo!
Look at you.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yes, boo, yes.
I may be small, but damn, I can wield a weapon.
That's why we love you. And of course, your very charming personality.
So you're getting a +32 for overall roll.
Scarlett's like,
35.
Yeah. Dag. Gross.
Alright, the enemy here gets a +38.
What the
Holds
+38 is bullshit.
It's 46. Alright, so unfortunately, this combat will not go well for your crew. But you still get to fight valiantly. So, describe paramilitary force employed by Aladdin invades the manor. How are you fighting or trying to flee?
I would like to take the desk that I'm hiding behind. And you know how in a desk, there's like the top and there's the drawers and there's like a little hole where you put your little lovely legs. Yeah, in that little hole, that's where I'm at. And I like push the desk across, towards the exit, like taking it with me. So it's like, as like a shield.
There is that obnoxious grating sound as she attempts to use the furniture as a cover. Wait.
Oh, crap.
Alright, what is Scarlett doing here?
So I would like to employ Gemma's knowledge of this manor, and I'm gonna say that they worked for a sneaky corporation, a sneaky megacorp. They had to have a little bit of sneaky sneaks in them too. There's gotta be some kind of like hideout, some kind of like secret passageway in this manor. I'm gonna go for that.
Like
There
Mr. and
is
Mrs. Smith style.
There is a panic room in
What is the panic room? Is it just like a safe like bomb shelter type thing?
Sure.
Ooh.
Wait, where you can't wait, hold on. A panic room, you can't get out of a panic room, right? It's just kind of like, you fuck!
I know, I don't want to like get trapped in a panic room though.
You seal yourself in and you wait for help.
No help is coming for us. That is not a good move. We are the help. Okay, so I'm racking my brain for that as I'm like crawling.
You see me.
You do have a boathouse, but that's like so. Basically, the manor's built on a cliff, and then there's like this winding road along the cliff that leads down to the boathouse, but that's a ways away, and you're going to be exposed moving down that cliff.
Is that on the way to the Corsair?
No, it's the opposite direction.
Oh. My biggest priority is to get to the Corsair, so, I'm gonna...
There's an open field between you and the Corsair, unfortunately.
Okay, I'm gonna get to Celica, and then I'm gonna, where's the least... Yeah, I'm just gonna, like, open a panel right here in my arm, and I'm gonna leak some oil, and I'm gonna lubricate the bottom of the desk so that she doesn't make as much noise. And then I'm gonna move with her.
So you're doing this as the troops are making their way in. They see you, like, as you're, like, getting behind the desk last minute, and just, like, you look at each other like...
The seat's taken!
What's happening?
Oh my god. My dogs are going crazy right now. They're like, you're having so much fun. We want to have fun. Hi.
Alright, Zara Conclex.
Save us! You're the only one who can!
Maybe. So Zara stands up. She's still in chameleon mode, and she's trying to see if she can mind blade the big golem. But but Spike keeps on going, why am I holding your vest? What? Do you want your vest back? Do you want your vest back? And I'm so distracted that I come out of chameleon mode, and then the golem shoots what I'm hiding in front of. And I grab the vest, run over to you guys. And like as all three of us are pushing it like this.
Please take it.
This doesn't look good, guys!
So, Scarlet, any other places that we can go to? Because I don't have firepower for these.
We have to get to the Corsair. That... Jackrabbit, that is where Drea's mind is, okay?
Okay, it doesn't really work like that, but wait, I have an idea.
He just says it out loud.
No, they can hear you.
Jackhammer, we have to get to the ship.
Wait, and I whisper, all three of us, on three, let's flip the desk and cause a distraction or try to throw it into them.
They'll know
You think
where
we
we're
can throw it
at.
into them?
It's gonna just reveal our 3 bodies behind it.
I'm pretty sure they saw us already.
Is there some sort of vent that we can like make our way to the ship?
To the vent. Not anywhere near where you currently are. At this point, though, you see that Spike has fully assembled his sniper rifle, and he gets up on one knee, puts the rifle on the desk, and fires.
No, Spike, no!
Oh my god, Spike!
And you see the bullet enter and blow out the back of one of the guards' heads, and he drops to the ground. And Spike snarls victoriously.
Do you want to die, Spike?
Moments later, is tackled to the ground by 4 other soldiers.
Okay.
Alright, I got a new idea.
Hold on. The desk that the 3 of you are hiding behind suddenly flips clear off. This desk likely weighs several hundred pounds. Flips into the air and smashes against the wall. And the one who threw it is clearly an android. But not an android that passes for a human. Clearly is meant to look just like a robot.
Oh no.
Has a very sinister, less than human looking face, and looks down at you and says, "You're coming with us."
No.
Scarlet will step forward and say, "It's me you want." She, we uploaded her to me, to my body. Take me.
Make your roll.
Can I? Oh no.
Okay. This is
Let me hack this.
This is another scoundrel deceit roll.
Man, I wish I would have buffed up these a little more.
I know. I could have like.
That is a 14-15.
For 1 under. You successfully lied to this android. So he turns back and looks at the golem, which likely houses Martin, and says, she says she uploaded your daughter to her construct. The golem just stares in your general direction for a moment.
If you lay your hands on me, and you have to let my friends go, leave my ship unharmed. If you don't, I will self-destruct.
The golem takes several long strides until it's towering over the three of you.
Oh man!
And it reaches down and it scoops up Scarlet, holding you in a crushing grasp so that you're facing the head of the construct.
Scarlet, no. Can I hack into this android or hack into the golem?
Not remotely. You'd have to plug into it, and I doubt that this android would allow you to do that.
Got it. But the golem, is there like an access point? Like
there is an access point. You'd have to plug your data jack into it to do this, or whatever equipment you'd have to plug in to do this. And again, there's troops all around it. They're not going to let you get close enough to do that.
Okay.
The golem considers you for a moment and then says, you're saying that Drea is inside of you.
And the backup is in a secure location, so if my body is destroyed, you'll have no idea where that backup is.
What did I buy you for your 12th birthday?
You think I remember the shit you bought me?
It's a simple question. What did I buy you?
I'm not answering anything until my friends are safe.
She's lying. Birthday gifts are for the weak. And he turns and he throws her off the cliff down into the
my god!
The angry sea below. All right.
It's okay, doggies. I'm okay. I'm okay. It's okay. It's okay.
So you fall like 80 feet to the water below, slam into the water. You actually take 14 points of damage.
Oh my god.
But it's reduced by your DR. You've got pretty great DR, actually.
And she has tumble.
Android, and you've got tumble won't help you. She can't tumble this.
I don't have tumble.
Oh, you don't?
No. Oh wait, I have acrobat.
I think you have DR8. I think.
I have DR5.
You're not
under
wearing your
species
armor?
traits.
I thought you were wearing.
Oh, so my natural DR is 5, and then I have additional
Natural
armor?
DR is 5, and then you've got a flight suit, which adds 2, and then I think you have a carbon steel skeleton, which adds
Oh yeah, I do.
a DR. So you
Plus
have
1 to
8
my
total
strength and
DR.
plus 1 to my DR. Okay, cool.
Yeah. So you're really well built. So this is a fall that would probably kill most humans, but you're pretty. So you hit the water and you.
I see it now.
survive.
So it's 14 minus 8 that I take?
Correct. You go careening off the side, and so obviously the two of you just see her get hucked off the side of a cliff, and you know it's a big cliff. So obviously you think that maybe your friend is dead, which is horrifying. And then he says, take the others in for questioning, and he starts to walk off. Now,
Jackhammer!
the one android that had just been dealing with you, he comes and grabs you, unless you try to resist him.
I resist!
So he successfully hits you, so now we just need to roll for the grapple check. So how this works...
No, thank you.
No, thank you very much. Alright, we go to combat here, grappling. Okay, so you can attempt to escape from the grapple. What you're going to have to do is roll either a combat unarmed attack skill roll, keeping your strength, or a scoundrel escape artist skill roll, keeping your agility. This is an opposed skill roll, so what that means is this android is rolling as well a combat roll to try to hold you.
I have a question. This is probably stupid, but let me humor me. Can I let them pull me to them and then try to use my agility and swing around and jack into them from the back of its head?
You can try, it's called reversing a grapple. You can try to reverse a grapple. It's the same sort of roll. You're just using it, instead of using it to get away, you're using it to try to reverse and turn the grapple to your favor.
Cool. Probably not gonna work, but hey, if this helps anyone out there, cool for me. My failure is your success. All right, so shite. Agility?
If it's escape artist, it's agility. If it's combat, it's going to be strength based because you're just trying to overpower them.
To do my quick.
Because you gotta like this guy's got a firm grasp on you. You've got to get out of his grasp and then get him into your grasp. It's not an easy thing to do.
Cool. You know what? Let's go. Sure. Why not? Oh, okay. That's decent. So that would be 12, 13, 14, 15, 16.
Not enough. So you struggle to try to get out of it. You like feebly claw at this android's thick steel arms, and he just grabs you around the throat and lifts you off the ground.
Not good.
And so he's going to attempt to choke you out.
Great. Yeah. Don't do what I did.
Yeah. All right, so you...
Androids are cool.
You need to make a raw roll and keep constitution.
Oh, shit.
So you roll dice equal to your constitution, you keep all of them.
Cool, I have 2 constitution, so I'm just gonna pass out.
I just choose to meet the blow.
Yeah, I got a 9.
Yeah, okay. All right, so Zara, you're standing right next to him, so you see this android grab Celica, lift her off the ground, and she struggles and she's kicking and she's clawing, and then she just goes limp. And he just drops her on the ground.
Can I run over to her and check that she's breathing?
You run over to her, she is in fact breathing, and the android goes to you, but stops because a voice calls out and says, "No, she's mine." And the android turns and steps away, and you see a figure in a cloak that hides the features. He reaches up and he pulls the cloak off, and you see what is left of Oko.
Motherfucker.
80% of Oko's body has been replaced with tech augments and cybernetic enhancements. There's just bits of flesh left from where you melted him with your plasma cannon in Act 1.
Gosh.
I'll get blasted his ass too, shit.
I feel like instinctively I do something really stupid and run towards him. I don't know if that's a good idea or bad idea.
You can
Save yourself, jackhammer.
I'm going to, let's try this. Let's do a psionic inception and tell Oko that Celica's dead. Take me.
Okay, so...
Am I that shitty of a teammate? Why'd you all leave me?
You're gonna try
You're gonna live!
You're gonna live! You're gonna try to use Inception here, so it's gonna be your psionic skill roll. You're going to keep your psionic trait, and you're gonna add any modifiers from Inception.
Let's see, 5. Oh no! I didn't think about that. Okay.
I believe in you.
Don't. 16.
Okay, so you reach out in a way you've done not that long ago to try to create this sort of illusory thought that, you know, this is true even if it's not, and therefore you're going to believe me. But when you do, you are faced with something that you haven't encountered since you were a young scion in training, which is a mental wall. You envision a literal wall. And you understand immediately Oko is a scion. And it's bolstering his mind against you. And as you do this and you reach out and try to create this illusion, he reaches back. And it feels like your brain is on fire as he just starts to melt synapses as he uses mind blade against you.
Oh no!
And you actually take 6 MP damage.
Oh!
And if I'm not mistaken, you actually have some MP damage from your cyberspace adventure.
No.
No, I like Peter. It's so
Yeah.
and it's so quick steam.
So I
She's
took
fine.
6 points of damage, so I have 3 points, so I am critically
Yeah.
injured.
Oh,
Very much.
no.
You feel, again, you drop to your knees screaming in pain as he's scrambling your brains. And then next thing you know, you pass out.
Okay.
Bum, bum, bum.
And before I do, I go, Oko, you asshole.
All right, so what happens next is we're going to do
Cry.
a little good cry. Everyone gets a good cry, and then we are going to pick up with Scarlet. Scarlet, having been thrown into the water, you flounder briefly, and then you manage to swim over to the cliff face. Go ahead and make an athletics climb skill roll, please. Actually, you know what? First make athletics swim, and then we'll do an athletics climb.
You're muted.
Thank you. Agility or strength for swim. My strength is a little higher. So that's, let's see, 10, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20.
Perfect. All right, so with your enhanced carbon steel muscle fibers, you go swimming as fast and as hard as you can to get to the side of the cliff. And you manage to grab onto the cliff face. At this point, again, I said that the sea has gotten angry. It's churning and rain starts to fall. A heavy rain starts to fall. Go ahead and make your athletics climb skill roll to scale the cliff.
That's only an 11. I rolled very low.
Okay.
Yeah.
So at first, you try to make progress. The rock is very roughly hewn, which makes it normally very easy to climb, but because of the rain, it's very slick. So you make it up a little bit, you slide down, it's taking some time, and as you're trying to struggle up the side of the cliff, you can hear the sound of the engines overhead leaving.
Oh no. What if they took Celica? What if they took Zara? I'm gonna keep trying to climb this cliff.
Alright, make another athletics skill roll.
Ugh. Okay. It's a little better. It's 9, 13, 14, 15, 16.
Okay, so hand over hand, Scarlet struggles. Again, every once in a while she slides down and has to keep going. She finally climbs, weary. She's an android. She's not fatigued, but more emotionally weary. She, emotionally weary, reaches the top of the cliff face. And you see that the engines, the flying ships have all left. You can see the aftermath of a brief battle that occurred, and the Corsair is missing.
Oh no! Oh no! Oh no! Oh no! Oh no! Can I see Celica or Zara?
You don't.
Okay, I'm gonna book it over to where the Corsair was.
The ship's gone. It doesn't look like it was destroyed, it's just gone.
Okay, I'm gonna search for Celica and Zara.
You run back inside, and Spike, Celica, and Zara are gone. And again, there's this pouring rain outside now.
Oh
Ah, fuck.
Oh no. What do I... Spike. Spike, come in on the comm. Riggs. Jackhammer. Jackhammer! Where are you? Jackhammer! Ugh.
You hear a voice in your head over your built-in comm device, since you are an android. It is the voice of the artificial intelligence of the Corsair. Captain, I had to take the ship somewhere safe.
Corsair? You're safe right now? Is Drea safe?
Drea's consciousness remains in our mainframe.
Okay. Is Riggs and Conclex with you?
No. They were taken by Martin Alabaster's forces.
What? Oh, Martin! Ah!
It appears you've sustained some damage. You may need some repairs.
When it's clear, return to me, Corsair. I'm ready. Where's Spike?
Also taken by Martin Alabaster's forces.
It's okay, puppy. I'm okay. All right. I'll be waiting here at the manor.
Very well. I will return as soon as possible, but I am sure they are scanning for my location.
Okay. I will take cover until it's clear. Don't rush it, Corsair.
Alright, so just why don't you and I take a side screen here.
Okay.
To see what happens in the absence of your crew members here. So, yes, we have Scarlet standing in the ruined entry of Werner Manor, currently alone.
Okay. Scarlet will look around with her new subconscious of Gemma and just take in the memories of this manor. I know it's dilapidated now, but I'm sure it stirs ghostly memories of her past and potentially memories of Drea as well at the manor. And run her hands along the walls, touch the fraying fabric of furniture that was once beautiful.
Following the path of memories, you make your way back upstairs to Matthias's workshop, where Drea actually spent a ton of time in her youth, just sort of being her uncle's shadow while he would work on various things. It actually is the reason why she became a programmer and got involved in the company's business at all, is because she wanted to be not like her father, but like her uncle. And when you enter the warehouse, surrounded by so much junk, as Spike had put it, can I have you roll a perception investigate skill roll, please?
Yeah. Investigate. Okay. Let's see, 10, 16. How many do I keep here? It's wits is 5. Okay. So keep all of them. 10, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22.
Okay. So you look around, and things like Matthias was the kind of guy that was a creature of habit. He didn't make changes to things. Like, it was actually like a sticking point in Gemma and Matthias's marriage, as she would try to like be current and trendy, but then change things. He'd be like, no, I don't want it that way. I want it the way I like it, the old way. And so looking around, you notice that there's a wooden writing desk that normally was like a drafting desk that he would use to draw up blueprints and stuff, that normally was on one wall, that has been moved under a window. And sitting at that desk, propped in a chair, is like a half-built, rudimentary, simplistic android body. And one of the android's hands clutches what looks like a piece of paper, and the other one has an outstretched finger pointing out the window.
Okay, yeah, I'll definitely go up to that and investigate what's going on with it. Look at the paper.
So, looking at the paper is actually a crayon drawing that was done by Drea when she was a kid. After her mother passed away, she had invented this imaginary friend that she called Gorgon, which was a word she had heard in school and didn't even really understand what it meant, but it was just a word that really resonated with her. And so she invented this imaginary friend who was a giant, like an Iron Giant sort of robot character. And so it's a drawing of that robot character.
Drea. What's the view out of the window?
So following the pointing finger of this mannequin-like android out the window, you can actually see it points across the bay to the immense boathouse that bears the W family crest of the Werner family.
Okay. Matthias, are you trying to tell me something? It's just like in life, you can't just communicate what you want. You have to be cryptic about it. Alright. I'll bite. And I'll clutching the drawing in her hand, I'll pocket that and head down to the boathouse.
So you trudge down this dirt and gravel path that leads along the cliff to the old boathouse, thoroughly soaked as you go because of this downpour that's happening. Bandor's a pretty stormy world to begin with, but it's like the rainy season right now, and it just downpours for sometimes days on end. And so you walk through this muddy path until you get to the boathouse. Now there are these like massive doors. Even though it's called a boathouse, there's also some like hover skiffs and stuff. So it's meant that you could like do takeoffs and stuff from here too. So it's sort of a mix of like a helipad boathouse situation. And so there's these big bay doors that can open up to allow vehicles in or out, and there's a smaller pedestrian door on the side that you can use.
Okay. Yeah, I'll enter the boathouse.
So you enter the boathouse, still dripping from the downpour outside, and you take a few steps in. And apparently, when you walked in, you must have tripped something, some sort of sensor, because with a sound that sounds like a pained whirring of a machine that hasn't been properly upkept, suddenly a hologram springs to life in front of you. And it is a hologram of Matthias. And he says, "Happy birthday, Firecracker. I had hoped I would get a chance to present you with this in person, but, well, you already know by now, I'm sure. I have a lot of regrets. I fret for whatever struggles you must be going through right now. But I take solace in the fact that you are, beyond any doubt, the strongest person I know. Still, I'm sure you could use a friend or two right now. I wish that I or your Aunt Gemma could be there for you, but in my absence, I hope that an old friend of yours will do. We love you, Firecracker." And with that, the hologram fades. And you're left in this dark, cavernous boathouse.
The feeling of love that Matthias and I both had for Drea washes over me. And it's extraordinary. It's not less than the love that Scarlet had for Oren, but it's different. It's maternal, and there's something a little more sacrificial about this love. Like I would do anything. I would pay any cost to protect that loved one. Is there anything else to investigate in the boathouse?
So after a few minutes of standing in the dark boathouse, you hear again the hum of electricity as things start to come to life in the boathouse. and with loud cracks of contactors pulling in, suddenly lights start to turn on, starting from the doors of the boathouse and moving their way in. And as the lights continue to move, you see that the boathouse has actually been expanded from when you were there. It looks like they dug down, they actually excavated out and made it deeper. And as the lights finally fully illuminate the space, before you, to your shock and surprise, stands a Titan. Titans are very much like golems, but stand a towering 30 feet tall. And this slumbering giant that looks exactly like the drawing of Gorgon stands before you in the boathouse, waiting to be awakened. The hologram of Matthias sputters to life again, and he says, "You know her name, and she knows your voice. Call to her, and she'll answer." And then the hologram fades again.
Scarlet pulls out the piece of paper with the drawing on it, looks from the drawing to the machine. Gorgon?
When you say it, nothing happens, but his message was very specific. He said, "It knows your voice." If you want, you can make a disguise roll.
Oh.
Because you do have a voice modulator as an android, which means you are capable of mimicking.
Right. I was trying to think of some like sentimental way to be like, your buddy's gone, dude. Sorry. But I'll just trick him. Her. Yeah, okay. So you said what kind of roll?
It's going to be a stealth disguise.
Oh, okay. Oh shoot,
Plus
I'm not thinking that.
Plus charisma. But I will actually, because you know Drea so well, I will give you an additional +5 to the roll result.
Oh, cool. Okay. So I rolled a 6, and I keep one more than I have, so 7. No mods. So adding your modifier is a 12.
Okay, so you know it's not perfect, but you figure it's probably a close enough mimicry, only because of how well you knew Drea, that you can capture the inflections in her voice and her attitude and all the little things that make a voice unique. And so you parrot the voice, and what do you say?
Gorgon, wake up.
And with the word Gorgon, suddenly there's a deep thrum as a massive engine comes to life, and you see lights start to appear on the surface of the Titan, and the chest cavity opens, revealing a pilot seat.
Incredible. It's nice to see you again. May I?
It doesn't respond, but it doesn't close or obstruct you in any way.
I'm gonna take that as a yes. Okay, yeah, I'll get inside this, what are we calling this?
It's a Titan. It's a Titan. So Titans, because they're such large investments of resources, unlike golems that are sort of mass-produced to some degree, Titans tend to be unique, and so they all have names, because they're these massive, towering mechs. And so this Titan is called Gorgon.
Okay.
So you make your way down the various stairs, and there's a ladder built into the leg of one of the Titans. You clamber up rung over rung to climb up and get into the cockpit.
Whew! Very cool, Drea. Very, very cool. Let's get back to the Corsair. Can this thing fly?
This thing cannot fly. But you're pretty sure with the size of the expanded boathouse, the Corsair would be a tight fit, but it could land in here if you wanted it to.
land in the boathouse? Oh, this is a much bigger boathouse than I was thinking.
It's massive. It's really big. It's really big.
Okay.
There's like hover cars that go in and out. It's a really big boathouse.
So
this is a trillionaire's boathouse, right? This is a really big structure.
So what's the benefit of controlling the Titan? Is it just increased armor and it's built-in weapons?
So it's a full-on vehicle. So when you're in combat, you're using the Titan's health, hull points they're called for vehicles.
Okay.
It does its own damage. You attack using its attacks. This particular Titan, just from first glance, you can see that there's like rocket bays in its chest, and it's got these giant ham fists that you can punch things with, and it looks like it's got, again, sort of like a Mega Man Buster Arm situation where one of the hands can withdraw to become a cannon, and yeah, it's a big mech.
Whoa. Cool. Drea, you did a lot while I was gone. Good on you. I'm proud of you. Corsair, how are we looking?
Do you have a safe place where I can momentarily land?
Yeah. Yeah, I do. Come to the boathouse.
As you wish, Captain. Alright, so meanwhile, cutting away from that to Zara and Celica, the two of you come to within cells.
I don't think we're getting out of here alive.
No, that is not the right attitude. Right now, it's difficult, but we can find a way somehow. We just have to make sure we don't give up, okay?
You can hear the sound of combat boots and the android that you encountered at Werner Manor walks down the hallway to where your cells are and turns and looks at you. I see you're awake.
Oh, but are you waiting for us?
Only
Or
to,
just me?
only to gloat.
Oh, wow. That's nice.
That's the only part of me that was programmed to be human-like. It was an interesting choice. Still, I look forward to watching your executions.
Yeah, I don't... Is there a way we don't do the executions? Is there a way where, hey, you know what? Any upgrades you want, I can do it pro bono, from the goodness of my heart. How about this? You help me and I help you in some sort of way.
Yeah, let's help each other. Why don't you deliver Drea Alabaster to her father, and then we'll let you go.
I don't have Drea Alabaster. I don't... Look, I just don't have it, okay? I don't know where it is. I don't know anything about it. That other android that we were traveling with definitely knows more, but what's happened? Martin threw Scarlet away. Now what?
Oko's lying to you. He just wanted to get me. That's all.
The android raises its brow and he says, Oko will enjoy killing you. Martin has already given him direct permission that he can be the one to mete out your fate.
He's not gonna get the chance.
We'll see, he says, and he turns and he walks away. And on that note, we're going to take a quick bio break.
Bio break!
We'll continue when we return.
I'm not going to die.
All right, see you guys in 10.
And we are back. Picking up
Hi.
right where we left off. So where we left off, we have Celica and Zara have been taken prisoner by Martin Alabaster and are in an unknown location in prison cells in some unknown dungeon, and just received a rather nasty visitation from an android that is in Martin's employ. So we pick up with the android having left the two of you to your own devices. You're sitting in cells with energy fields next to each other.
And I'm gonna look over at Celica and be like, you know what? You're right. We are gonna get out of here. Oko has killed enough of my friends. And I detect sentience to see if I can see how many are around us. See if there's anybody around us.
Okay, yeah, make your detection.
Yes.
Sorry, I'm just like jumping in there.
Yeah, I love
Doing
it.
this.
Yes.
All right, so that is psionics. So it's not that great. Let's see. 13. Oh wait, I'm doing detect sentience, right?
Yes.
18. I get a +5.
Nice.
Yeah.
All right, so you reach out with your mind, and you detect Celica's sentience in the cell next to you. The cell beside her, you detect Spike's sentience, and he's not doing well. They have, while they knocked the two of you unconscious, and Oko did make a point of putting the hurt on Zara a little bit, Spike was beaten brutally within an inch of his life. Whether just because of the act of taking one of the guards' lives, or more likely because he has a long history with Martin Alabaster, given his significant friendship with Matthias Werner. They've sort of made an example out of him. And so he's alive, but you can sense from like the wavering ebb and flow of his consciousness that he's not doing well. But there's another consciousness that you touch on. It's strange because it's somewhat familiar. It's coming closer. You can sense it. As it gets closer, it becomes a little more clear. This is a human. No, it can't be. But hunched and around the corner emerges the mousy form with Coke bottle glasses of Oran.
What?
Quickly scrambles over to your cell and takes out a personal data pad and hooks it up to the lock mechanism of your cell and starts tip-tip-tapping away.
But like I've never met Oran before. I've only heard.
No, you have. Remember,
I have.
Oran came. You asked Oran to come fix.
Oh, right.
So we thought he blew up.
Yeah,
we thought he blew up, and he's tip-tip-tapping away, and he turns over his shoulder and says, "Is anyone coming?" And you hear.
What? I thought you were dead.
You hear the familiar voice of Tinka say, "No, work faster."
Tinka.
Jackhammer. Is this real?
No, this has to be an illusion. They're dead.
You're the only one between us who can do any sort of illusion.
And he tip-tip-tip-taps away, and then the energy field in front of Zara's cell fades.
I get out.
Well, yours still up. He runs over to you.
No!
He hooks up and starts tip-tip-tapping to drop yours as he's hacking the lock mechanism.
Can I like walk up to Oran and touch him?
You poke me. Oh, stop! He keeps tip-tip-tapping.
And then I look over to find Tinka's voice.
And you see Tinka standing currently with their back to you, keeping a lookout.
Tinka?
Tinka throws a glance over their shoulder and smiles at you and turns back and says, "Got in a lot of trouble without me."
Well, I didn't have anyone to guide me, so leave it to me. And I go over to Tinka, and I just, like, put my hand on his face. And it really is you. You said you'd always protect me. I thought you were dead.
You do notice that on second glance that, like, parts of Tinka have been replaced clearly with, like, whatever was lying around, probably because of the explosion.
And I go, who fixed you? Oran, I don't understand.
Yeah, Tinka thumbs over to Oran and says, I saved this one from the blast. He put me back together again. We tried to go back and find you, but you were gone. And then we heard some chatter over the waves.
We have to tell Scarlet. Scarlet.
Oran, hurry up! It's not that complex!
Find the energy field.
Oh,
Azara's just like...
I get out. I look at Oran. What is happening? We thought you were gone? My accent went completely out the window because I'm so shocked. What the hell is going on right now? Hold on. Okay.
Oran says, we thought you were dead until we heard the chatter. We came looking for you.
The chatter. What chatter? Like, from our comms?
We've been listening into Aladine's communications.
Are we on a ship? Where are we?
No, we're in Aladine Tower. We can't call for backup, though, because they've got an electromagnetic shroud over the building. No comms in or out.
Okay, well, first things first. Hi, nice seeing you again. Thank you very much for saving us, too. Tinka, hi! I'm sorry I couldn't fix you.
As heartwarming as this is, we really need to get to our hoverplane to get out of here.
Okay, let's go. As we're running, can I just say, like, Scarlet is very much here and maybe alive. I'm sure of it. Very rugged one.
Oran nods. I know.
We need to find her. We need to get off. We need to get out of here. Just, I have so many questions. I don't have time. Okay.
What about the Corsair? We there's a lot of things we need to know.
I don't know about a Corsair. Was that the ship you were on?
Yes.
We heard over the chatter when they...
Wait, we need Spike.
Oh, is that one? He points to Spike in his cell laying half dead.
That's the one. Here, can I do it?
Yeah, make your computer's code-breaking skill roll.
This is how we do it. 6. Oh yeah. This is how we do it. 26.
All right, you very easily drop the energy field almost immediately. Literally, you plug in, and it just drops down.
Okay, I go grab Spike and
right.
Can I triage him real quick?
While you're in there, your roll is so good. While you're in there, you also add yourself as a registered user.
Oh,
so
hell
that,
yes.
the lifts will respond to you and whatever.
Yes.
And so you walk in and Spike is just literally beaten half to death. His eyes are swollen shut and he's just in bad shape.
Can I triage him? No.
Yeah.
Wait,
yeah.
Can
yeah.
Tinka
Make a
fix
medical.
sorry.
Oh, Tinka has medicine, right?
I have 1 medical, but I also have surgeon.
All right. So Tinka and Celica. Tinka comes over and Celica and Tinka work together to quickly just bandage up the worst of it. Tinka has a little medical kit in the pack, and just to get him to the point where he's conscious, but he's not good. You've got to basically carry him. He's not gonna. He can limp along, but you're gonna have to carry him because he's just not in good shape.
Okay. Tinka, Are you able to carry this beautiful Rigelian?
I can, but then I can't do too much in the way of shooting at the bad guys.
Got it.
I'll do my best, though.
Okay.
Oran says, I can help too. I'm not great with shooting things.
Okay. Well, we can help him then. Let's go. If I was able to take down the security systems, am I able to have some sort of like map or anything?
Yeah, you're able to also pull a map, save general idea where you need to go. And again, they said that they landed covertly on the roof of the tower.
Okay.
So they've got like a hover car on the roof of the tower that they can then take off with to
Great.
where they need to go.
Okay, let's go there, and then maybe when we get outside, we can make some sort of communication towards Scarlet.
Okay. So we run up there. We all help each other.
Over here, let me just get a little light there. Is that good? Or am I now oversaturated? Is this good?
No, it's good. Yeah.
All right, awesome. So, you said you're heading up to the roof? Okay,
Yeah.
so you get into the lift and it starts going up, ticking floor after floor as you're going to the roof.
Then I realized I never told Tinka. I'm like, Tinka, this is Celica. She was trying to fix you. She's really good at engineering and jury rigging, and we had a whole shop together, and she did cybernetic enhancements, and I did consultations, and it was awesome. And I think you really like each other.
Very nice to meet you. Thank you for keeping my ward safe.
Yeah, definitely a pleasure to meet you. I've only heard many, many, many good things. You would be astounding for this shop. Like, it would be absolutely amazing to just have you here.
I exist to serve.
Excellent.
I think you'd actually really like our friend Scarlet too. She's an android also. But
So interacting with Tinka in a meaningful way for the first time, Celica picks up on something that she sort of took for granted in dealing with Scarlet, which is that Tinka is a traditional android, and there's a stiffness to their interactions and lack of sort of spark and unique affectations. Even when Tinka saw Zara again and gave her a hug, it was sort of like a stiffer hug. Not disingenuine, but just the emotions are clearly fabricated, and that's only really clear when you see them in juxtaposition with a Ghostwalker who has retained these human affectations. And meanwhile, Orin is just holding Spike and trying to see if there's any major bleeding that needs to be stopped as the Rigelian takes raspy breaths.
Oren.
Finally, go on.
Oh, Oren, how long have you been alive?
The whole time, as far as I know.
You just been hiding the whole time? Like...
Yeah, we thought you were dead. We didn't know what to do. We were plotting our revenge against Aladdin, and we got as far as making some bombs, but not knowing how to use them. And then we heard that they had you, and we had to come and save you.
And you've been on Bandor this whole time, or just kind of around space?
No, here on Bandor, we don't have a starship or anything. We're not going to go anywhere. Besides, how would we get revenge for them killing you if we left? But they didn't kill you, which is great, so maybe we can all leave because this is terrifying.
It is definitely terrifying, and like I said earlier, thank you so much for helping us. Now, the faster we get to this hovercraft of yours, the faster we can leave and contact Scarlet and find Corsair.
Okay, yeah, okay. And so again, you're in this lift that ticks up. Meanwhile, we're going to jump over to Scarlet.
Okay. I'm still here.
So, Scarlet, You are still in the boathouse. You've been unable to reach your comrades. Little do you know it's because of this electromagnetic shroud around Aladdin Tower. But Corsair has made its way to you and landed within this massive boathouse structure. What are your next moves?
I'm gonna pilot Gorgonzola onto the Corsair.
Corsair? So Gorgon won't fit in the bay of the Corsair. It's too big.
What?
It's too big. You could, in theory, use tow cables to carry Gorgon if you wanted to. Because the Corsair is strong enough to bear the weight. It's a large enough ship, but it will not fit in the bay, the bay of the Corsair.
Okay. Corsair, is it possible for me to speak to Drea?
Unfortunately, not.
Why?
The nature of her programming, she's incompatible with the ship in this way.
Where's Riggs when I need her? What do you mean? Can't you just... isn't she partitioned or something?
Yes. The only way I could allow you to communicate her would be to absorb her consciousness into my programming, which would fundamentally change her as well. Your creator species had limited imagination regarding receptacles for consciousness.
I see.
I'm an adaptive program. I was able to take over this ship's mainframe to insert myself in its various systems.
So, Corsair, you're saying in order to communicate with Drea, we need to find her an android body?
Or you would have to upload your own consciousness into the partition.
I don't know what that means.
It means that you could interact with her in this cyberspace construct of sorts within the mainframe.
Upload myself to you? To the ship?
Not to me, but to the ship, yes.
And is that dangerous for me?
I've never tried it before, but in theory, I should be able to reinsert you into your body when you are finished.
Corsair, are we safe here in the boathouse?
Yes. In fact, this boathouse seems to have been lined with non-conductive materials, such as lead, which will prevent most forms of scanning from penetrating its exterior.
Excellent.
It seems that the owner was somewhat paranoid.
Matthias. Old kook. Okay. I think it's important that I speak with her. She might have more information on where... what happened to my crew? My friends?
Feel free to connect. I will facilitate the exchange.
Oh. Okay. Are there instructions, or just sort of plug in?
You have a cerebral data jack. That should do the trick.
Just plugging it in. Okay. Alright, just gonna plug myself into this ship and transfer my consciousness into it.
I'm sensing hesitation.
Yes, that is correct. Your sympathy sensors are analyzing that correctly. Yeah.
Interesting.
Okay. For the love of... love.
Alright,
She
so
taps
you
in.
plug into your data jack, plugging into the mainframe of the Corsair. And there's a blinding light for a moment, and then you find yourself surrounded by this sort of white void space, except for Drea Alabaster, standing in the void space with you. And she turns as you enter and says, "Aunt Gemma, what's going on?"
Hi.
She runs over and hugs you.
Hi, dear. We're trying to find a solution still for your consciousness. We were attacked by Martin's army as soon as we got out, so it's been a little difficult. I found Gorgon.
I'm sorry, what?
Oh, you didn't. Oh, I thought you didn't work with Matthias on this?
What?
Matthias built your Gorgon for you.
Like, what?
It's cyberspace, so am I able to kind of paint a picture of what I
Sure.
saw?
Sure.
Okay, so yeah, kind of wizard-like. I'm gonna, build this illusion of Gorgon.
It's immense.
Yeah, it's not going to fit on this ship unless I can rig it to the outside. But I think it's worth taking. I was hoping
believe you
you'd
did
have more
this.
information on this.
I mean, it looks like a Titan.
Yeah, it is.
That's amazing.
Think you'd be able to fly it?
Of course.
I mean, I guess it doesn't fly. Seems like an oversight on Matthias's part. Flying Titan? Such an upgrade.
I can pilot it, for sure.
Okay.
But I mean, I'm stuck here.
Yeah. Riggs and Conclex and Spike were taken, and they were taken by Martin and his military, so I'm not sure where they went. Do you have any information, any insight on where they could have been
I'm
taken?
so sorry. The only place I can think of would be Aladdin Tower. It's the headquarters of the company. They've got detention centers in the basement that people aren't supposed to know about, but anyone who knows their way around computer is able to figure that out.
Do you?
Sure. I used to sneak down there when I was really little.
Really?
It was a place that people didn't really go to often, so I could hide down there when Martin was angry.
Okay. Well, this is where we're kind of stuck here. I don't have the capability to get you a body. We need them. And it sounds like in order to get them, we need you. I don't know how much further we can get without your consciousness in a suitable encasement.
I don't understand.
Corsair?
You
Come
hear
in.
a disembodied voice in the void. Yes, Captain.
Do you have the capability of uploading Drea into my body?
There's a momentary pause, and then you hear the Corsair voice say, yes, I have the capability.
What would happen to my consciousness?
You would remain here.
So we cannot both inhabit my body as the Gemma memories did. I guess we are different consciousness.
The android body's hardware is not sufficient to house two distinct programs.
Drea, I think I've lived more than my fair share of lifetimes. You were taken from your body far, far too young. I think we need you to complete this mission. Would you accept my body?
Drea fights back tears, not knowing what to say. I want to live, but I can't ask you to give up your second chance for me.
Well, I've lived this whole second life with the purpose of showing humanity that we're all equal. And finding out that I am just... Well, I shouldn't say just. I think Zara would kill me, but... that I am an encasement for a human mind. I am a ghost walker. It kind of defeats the purpose here. And plus, Oren's gone. Drea, I love you.
I love you, Aunt Gemma.
Please, let me gift this to you. I've served my purpose. I got lucky enough to serve 2 purposes, and this can be my final gift. I'll live on in the ship. Don't scrap me.
She nods feebly.
Promise me you'll take down Martin. That you will treat everybody with kindness, compassion, and as equals. And that you never take this stupid tattoo off. It's gotta stay, I'm sorry.
Okay.
Yeah. I love you, sweetie.
She gives you a big hug.
You're gonna do great things to this world, to this universe.
She just cries softly.
I'm so proud of you. All right. A ghost walker you shall become. And you know what? It's not all that bad. You get some pretty cool gear.
I always did say I wanted to be like you when I grew up.
Well, I'm sorry that it had to happen this way. But I will be here.
Okay.
Corsair,
Yes, Captain.
initiate the transfer.
As you wish.
And Scarlet will hold out both of her hands and hold Drea's hands.
You hold her hands until she dissipates.
So sad.
All right. So, the android currently connected to the Corsair's mainframe opens and blinks her eyes. But it is not Scarlet who opens and blinks her eyes, but Drea.
Oh. Wow. This is a cool body. Scarlet? Gemma? Scarlet?
You hear the voice of Corsair say, Scarlet is in the mainframe, but you cannot yet interact with her.
Okay.
To do so, I would have to incorporate Scarlet into my own programming.
As in, she's not accessible unless we merge?
If I allow her to merge with me, you will be able to access her, but you will no longer be able to upload her into a separate body. But all that she was would be retained within me.
I don't think she wanted to be uploaded into another body. I think... I think she would kill me if I uploaded her into another body. A third body. There's no way to speak to her before I make this decision?
I could upload you back into the construct again if that is what you wish.
What does that mean?
Back in that void space.
She lives there.
Currently, yes.
Okay. Yes, I would like to go back in. Whoa, this is weird.
Very well. The connection remains whenever you are ready, say the word.
Connect me?
And again, there's a blinding white light, and you find yourself standing back in this void space. And you find
Gemma?
Gemma back in the void space.
Oh my god, you look like you again! Corsair is wondering if you would like to be saved for an additional body, or if you'd like to be merged with the Corsair.
I'll let you
play myself.
Talk to yourself for a minute. Yeah, because that's the only I can't make that decision. That's a big decision.
Wow. I like the new digs. Being able to create anything I want at any time. Yeah, all the white space. Feels pretty clean after a lifetime of disarray and chaos. Drea, I don't want to go back for a third time. I'd be happy to aid you in this mission, but I would like to be at peace. Whatever that means for me now. I feel very at peace now. You'll be at peace, but you'll always be with me here? Yes. I've had my time. We can't all live forever. But I'd like it if you could try to live for as long as possible, okay? I will. This is so weird. I love you. I'm sorry. They'll give each other one last big hug, and then the world will disappear behind them, and Drea will initiate uploading Scarlet to the Corsair.
Okay, so you hear the familiar male voice of the Corsair say, "Affirmative. As you wish, Captain." And then the hologram that usually appears when the Corsair program is speaking just sort of, again, falls apart digitally. And then there's silence that stretches on for long enough that Drea starts to get concerned for a moment. And then suddenly the hologram sputters to life again. But when it appears with a face that is strongly... a strong resemblance of Scarlet, but also different, because it seems like whatever Corsair did to incorporate Scarlet into himself, like, they both ceased being what they were before to become something new and unique. But this artificial intelligence speaks with a voice that sounds much like Scarlet's and says, "Hello, Drea."
Yeah, let's hear it, Dan. What's the voice?
I'm not going to try. It'll be comical.
That was good. Just a little bit of sarcasm here and everything that she says. Okay, can we alright, you're a pilot. Let's go. We're no longer a prisoner in cyberspace. This is gonna take some getting used to. Hello, Corsair. Hello, Scarlet? Who? Scarlet.
You can call me Scarlet, Corsair.
Navigate us to Aladyne Tower. We're gonna go save our friends.
As you wish. And so over the next several minutes, you work to help attach the tow cables to Gorgon. And
Hey, buddy!
Scarlet
Welcome
Corsair. Scarlet Corsair takes off, and with creaking, this immense, heavy vehicle is picked up, and it flies out of this massive boathouse through the pounding rain, picking it up and starting to fly towards the city. Okay, so cutting back to Celica and Zara.
Mother.
Come on now! Come on now! Yeah, I need to digest this for a moment.
Yes!
I could see Avril in my other computer monitor going
Don't do
the whole time. Come on!
How dare you!
I don't want to play anymore.
Okay, tight, bye!
Okay, so we're still in this elevator shaft, correct?
In this elevator, not knowing what the hell just did on our own.
Yeah.
No, whatever. I mean Scarlet, I mean Drea, I mean Gemma, I mean Corsair.
My heart hurts, my head hurts, everything hurts. I can't. Okay, so since we don't know,
No, we don't. I guess I'm just
You're
gonna
like-
mindlessly with
You're
Oron.
hyping it up. You're hyping it up like, man, can't you wait to see your girlfriend again?
Yeah,
It's gonna be
exactly.
awesome."
I can't wait for Scarlett to know that you're alive. Oh my gosh, she's gonna freak out. It's gonna be so great.
Yes, and don't you know that she has your dog tags like around her neck? She talks about it all the time, and I even offered to like give her an Oron tattoo, but she opted for something like this. Very uncharacteristic, but it's something that she wanted.
She really loves it. It's her favorite tattoo.
It is.
It really is. She's a brand new woman. You're gonna love it.
Yes.
Unless she suffered catastrophic system damage, she definitely doesn't like that tattoo.
Oh, I beg to differ. She's learned quite a lot when, hanging around the amazingness that is us. The complex rigs dynamic.
The power of friendship changes you a lot.
It does?
Yeah. I don't know about that. I feel like it's not true.
Oh, wait till you see her.
I'm excited for it.
I'm sure you're gonna love it. She's gonna show it to you right away, and you're gonna be like, oh, coolest tattoo. Trust me.
Yes.
Trust us. Oh, I'm so excited.
Oh my god, it is 100% that she would like me to put it on you as well, so you would match.
I feel like the trust is fading by the minute here.
I feel like the friendship is growing by the minute here.
Yeah, you're just rusty because you haven't been around her for a long time. But don't worry, we'll reconnect. It's gonna be great.
Yeah, it's okay. Look, we're gonna get you ready before you see her, and it's just gonna be like a fairy tale of some sort.
Like a makeover and a surprise.
Fashion show, please.
God, this is the longest elevator ever.
This is
Yeah.
a lot to take in. This is an awful lot to take in. I'm feeling overwhelmed.
But I cannot wait for her to see you. She's gonna be so happy. Beyond belief, she's gonna be so happy
I
to
know.
see
a
you.
lot of pressure on it, and I no longer know what terrifies me more: the armed men that fill this tower, or the reunion with Scarlet. So maybe we could just dial it down a
Or
little bit.
we amp it up, which is
No,
what we're very much
That's
good at.
kind of our style. Is
Yeah.
And so as you're talking, suddenly the doors bing.
Over here.
Standing on the roof. And while you're standing there saying like, no, I don't, suddenly you hear the pings of bullets bouncing off of the lift around you, and Oron instinctively hits the deck, and Tinka tosses, perhaps too roughly, Spike aside and hits the opposite wall of the lift as you cover behind the doors.
While with the elevator door open, I'm assuming there's signal coming out now, and I'm just gonna say, Corsair, where are you? This is your chief engineer, Celica Riggs here. Where are you?
You hear Scarlet's voice say, "We're on our way."
She's alive. Not that we didn't know that she was alive. She was definitely alive the whole time. Yeah, she was definitely alive the whole time.
I asked for a Corsair, not... But Scarlet, it's great to hear your voice again. I cannot wait to see you. And Oran is here as well, who he also cannot wait to see you. But, yeah, Corsair, are you nearby? It's evident Scarlet is with you.
So, you hear what appears to be a garbled response. It would seem that up here on the roof, the electromagnetic shroud is still partially in effect. So you're not sure how much of that got through, but you do hear Scarlet's voice trying to respond to you, so... Clearly some of your message may have gotten through, some may not have, but that's it. You hear a garbled response.
Zara,
White noise.
yes. The Corsair, it sounds like it could be on its way. I think Scarlet is aboard. So that's good news.
Okay.
A starship would be helpful right now, Oran says in a panicked voice, as bullets continue to bounce off of the back wall of the...
Do we see where the bullets are coming from? Like, is there enemies around us? Is there guards?
There are guards up on the roof.
Ew.
And I yell at Tinka, protection mode, stand in front of us!
So, Tinka gets up in front of you. Now, most of the incoming fire is small arms fire, which Tinka's, as an android, has enough. Like, so pistols, basically, most of them are going to bounce harmlessly off of Tinka's exoskeleton, basically. Unless they get a really lucky shot that hits a joint or something. But while you're standing there, while Tinka's taking some shots and has a pistol out and is returning fire, Zara, you feel a familiar force, a fire in your brain.
Mother.
You take 3 MP damage with this burning sensation of Oko raining Mind Blade on you.
Oh no.
So, Celica, you witness Zara scream and grab her head as...
How many points?
Happening. 3 MP? Okay.
No, like, I have...
Okay, hold on. Have you used your token of destiny yet?
No, I have not! I used my token of destiny that my grandma gave me!
So, one way to use Token of Destiny is to eliminate all incoming damage from a single source for the round. So, basically, you feel Oko try to take hold of your mind and sear your mind, and you tell me how you're drawing upon the strength of your Token of Destiny to push that back and not take that damage.
And I take every thought in my head and I focus it on the leaf that my grandma gave me and remember my childhood and remember everything that Tinka taught me, everything my grandma taught me. I remember why I left and I remember the friends that I love now. And in one moment, I focus on Oko and I stare him down and I realize, you're not gonna hurt me today. And I grasp it and I use all of my mental energy to try to shield myself and protect myself from Oko.
Okay, so you feel again this encroachment on your mind, but you build this firm oaken shield, like the strong trees of Bashanti, that just protects you. It creates this little grove of silence that you can buttress yourself within, but you know it won't hold forever. You can hear it metaphorically splintering at the edges as you feel his power wearing down on it. He's strong. You can feel that he's strong. Why don't you go ahead and make a psionics mind blade skill roll of your own?
Certainly, sir. No problem. Let me do that for you. Psionics skill roll. Oh god. Oh god.
Rit?
3 ones. So...
No, it's not a critical failure.
Whew. Okay. Well, still not good.
Still not good.
And it was a Mind Blade?
Mind Blade, yeah.
Okay. 18.
That is actually enough. Roll you're an Inquisitor, so you get 2k1 damage.
Oh wait.
Roll your-
Nope. I messed up. I apologize. I was doing damage. I don't think I actually. Yeah, no. 11. I messed up.
Wait, what happened? So you
I
roll-
did damage.
So, but did you roll your psionics, keep your psionic trait, and your mind blade specialty?
Oh, I can?
That's what you're doing. That's your attack.
Oh, okay.
You roll that. Yeah.
Oh, so it is the attack.
That was your attack, and then you roll 2k. If you hit successfully, which you're 18, if you rolled 18, that's a hit.
Then I rolled an 18, yes.
Okay, and then you roll 2k1 to determine your damage.
I messed
For the
up.
mind
Okay.
blade.
Roll 2, keep 1, 6.
Nice. Okay.
Yeah.
So-
I thought I messed up there. I was like, oh
No,
no.
you're good. So you feel this encroachment on your mind, but you push back. You try to take control of this sort of mental psionic grapple, and so you force your own power back on Oko, and you can feel that it strikes true, and that you can hear a voice cry out from somewhere hidden as you strike back at him psionically. In the meantime, while Zara's locked in this psionic struggle, we've got Delica with a barely conscious Spike, a cowering Oran, and a tanking Tinka dealing with this incoming fire. So what does Delica do?
Okay, so when we were captured, I'm assuming that all of our belongings
Yes,
was put
but
somewhere, and then we were
Tinka-
able to retrieve it.
Tinka gave you a. Yes, yeah, you got your belongings back. Correct. They put them aside, but you were able to get them.
So does that mean I can call upon my droney drones because they were with my belongings?
Correct.
All right, cool. I pull out. I just say Torque's head, and pew!
Your combat drone. Your combat drone, which happens to be back on the Scarlet Corsair,
No.
comes to life, but can't seem to hone in on your signal. But you don't know that. You just know that you're getting error messages from your drone uplink that it's having trouble linking to Torque's head, and you remember that you left Torque's head on the ship.
Okay, cool. I pull out my plasma pistol then,
You do have a plasma pistol.
and who do I see that's in front? Who do I see in range, or like how many people? Or
You see there's like 3 human security guards, and you actually see the android.
okay, cool. I will shoot. Yeah, I'll shoot the android. It's a plasma.
Correct.
Yeah, plasma pistol. All right, cool. I'll shoot that android.
Okay. So go ahead and make your combat range weapon skill roll.
Okay, so that's 3. To hit. $13?
That is actually not enough.
No!
So you fire at this android, and it turns aside, and the plasma bolt hits the crate behind them. There's like the towers used as sort of a loading dock of sorts for hover trucks and stuff like that. All right, so Tinka also fires, gets a piece of one of the human security guards. They fire at Tinka.
Come on, Tinka.
They're successfully hitting Tinka, but again, these are primarily just regular pistols, and their bullets are bouncing off of Tinka's armor. Now the android goes. The android picks up an assault rifle and fires at Tinka.
No.
And I go, jackhammer. He can be repaired.
So he
Jackhammer,
takes up this assault
okay.
rifle and just pops off a couple shots, and it does hit Tinka, and Tinka takes a step or two back, but is still standing. But, I mean, clearly took some damage from those shots.
Wait, did we get assault rifles from the...
For the armor?
Yeah.
That means I also have an assault rifle.
Yeah.
Yes, it does. Should've got a flamethrower too. Damn it.
I know.
Okay, so next up is Oko.
Hear those dice rolling there, Dan.
Yeah, I don't like
Doesn't sound
Oko's
very
roll.
nice there,
I don't like
Dan. Thought we were friends, Dan. What's going on, Dan?
What is your total mind?
400.
Zara.
Me? No!
Yes.
But he can't hurt me.
What is your current mind?
She has the power of friendship.
No, I'm sorry, not current. Your total mind, because that's your mental defense. What's your total mind?
As in, everything at total mind would be 18.
Total mind.
Before
18.
I got
Okay, so he actually does not successfully mind blade you this time. Your grove remains strong, and now you get to pop back.
I get to pop back and fire on Oko.
Yeah, mind blade. Let's do it.
Yeah, hell yeah. Alright, so I jump up and I try to mind blade his ass because I've had enough of Oko shit.
Yeah.
No, I dropped it off the table. Oh no. Alright, I got another dice. It was so good.
6.
10. Oh wait. 22.
Nice. You definitely hit. Roll your 2K1.
Mm-hmm.
Nice.
6.
All right, I like it. Okay, again, you strike at Oko, and you can feel his mind recoil and reel from the assault of your potent attacks. You can tell that you're wearing him down. As long as you can withstand his assault, you have a very good chance that you can emerge from this victorious. All right, now we go to the various gods. Celica, you're up next. I'm sorry.
Oh, all good. Okay. So I remember that I have an assault rifle. And then I'm like, oh yeah, and I pull it out. And you know what? Yeah. Okay. I'm gonna shoot at the android again.
Are you using burst fire or anything?
First do burst. Yeah, let's burst fire. I don't want to go spray and pray right now. Let's do some bursty burst.
So that's a -1 to your attack roll, but you will roll an additional 1k1 damage.
Cool. So that's ranged. This dice works better than this one, and this dice works better than this one. Swapping my dice now there, Dan. All right. Oh. I hope I hit you. Let's see. 17.
You successfully hit.
Yeah!
Roll your damage, remembering that you add an additional 1k1 from your burst fire.
Okay, 1. An assault rifle is at 3k.
3k2, I believe.
3k2, yeah.
And then you roll an additional 1k1, so 4k3 total.
4k3. Okay. All right, we got what looks like a 15, which is 2 5s, a 3, and a 2.
All right, awesome. So you go full on Scarface, firing at this android, and your bullets find their target, and the android staggers backwards and drops behind a crate for cover. The various security folks are still firing at Tinka.
Yeah, I yell off to the side. If you help out, it's still on the table for me to fix you.
There is no answer from the android, and
I can do a vocal box.
Tinka shrugs.
They're really fun!
I do great.
Really fun!
I do great vocal box. He takes a bunch of bullets that harmlessly bounce off. He returns fire. And he manages to take out one of the guards. All right,
Nice.
back to Oko. Not enough. Just shy of
Yes.
your mental defense.
Yes.
All
One
right.
of those rolls.
So, and just to note again for those that are less familiar with the game, when you're taking wound penalties, they apply to your skill rolls, which includes your rolls to hit people, but not your damage rolls. They do not subtract from your defense. So he does not. The fact that you're hurting for MP does not change your mental defense. So he missed your standard defense.
Okay.
You now get your shot back.
Me?
Zara.
So if I'm in this mental stalemate and we're fighting for dominance over our brainwaves, brain power, does that mean that I could also use my assault rifle, or would that detract
It takes
from my concentration?
That's a good question.
I just take out one of my arms, the 4 arms, while I got 2 arms trying to...
Yeah.
So I'm gonna say that you can maintain enough concentration to sort of pop back with a penalty, but not to do more complex firing actions like burst fire and things like that.
Okay, then you know what? Now that I've just discovered that he is a psionic as well, I'm gonna hit him where it hurts. I'm gonna do Mind Blade. Oh, okay. Thank goodness for modifiers. 19.
You hit. Roll your 2K.
Nice.
All right. We hate Oko. We hate Oko. We hate Oko. 6.
Okay, so you're locked in this chaotic mental psionic battle, which is really the first battle of its kind Zara has ever had to engage in. And the first time he came at you, you were not prepared. And he beat you down, and he made you feel small, and he hurt you. And now, when he's coming back to you, you're finding your strength more. And as you're digging deep, you're focused, singular focus, trying to fight him. You've got one hand on your head from the searing pain in your mind from his successful attack. You've got your other hand out, sort of pointed in his general direction. And suddenly, you feel scaly fingers intertwine with yours. And you feel a familiar presence.
Do I recognize who it is right away? Because I know who it is.
You do. And in your mind, you don't even see her really. It's sort of like just a presence that's there, but you feel this sensation of her grasping your hand. And in your mind, you hear her voice. It's not new information. It's information she gave you when you were young and exploring your powers for the first time. She says, when you draw upon your powers, you don't rely on your own strength. You draw upon the strength of all living things, all who came before you, all who have yet to be. So never feel small, because you're never alone. And then the sensation fades, and you have this razor-sharp focus. And Celica, you're sitting there shooting back, and you glance over at your friend, and all 4 of her Parboran eyes flash open, and they glow with this intense, like neon pink light. And from across the battlefield, you hear this anguished cry as you see Oko stand up from behind the crate he was in, and he grabs his head, and he screams, and his head explodes, spraying gray matter all over the place, as he then collapses to the ground and falls over dead.
I feel like I'm floating. I feel like I'm floating.
Zara, I don't think that's something that anyone can repair. Great job!
Thanks. Thanks, Grandma.
The android sees Oko's head explode and looks back at you and looks back at Oko and looks back at you and then just makes a break for the other leg.
No! No!
And with my eyes open like this glowing neon pink, I'm like, we can go get him. Like, all crazy.
the other security guards turn to each other and you hear one of them shout and say, "Where the fuck is it going?" And the other one shrugs. And they drop their weapons and they hold their hands up and they get down on their knees.
No, you go after him!
And I go, "That's right! I'm coming for you! Better run!"
I love it.
So, this has just happened. Zed is beelining for the lift. The other guards have dropped their weapons, but
I shoot at him.
From far below, you hear this very loud sound of grating steel.
Oh no. It's probably a golem for backup. Ugh.
Can I look over to Pier and see if I see anything?
So you can exit the lift and sort of peek over the side of the tower. And as you peek over the side of the tower, you can see. So this tower, Aladdin Tower, is not in the middle of like the most populated part of the city. It actually, because of the influence that the Aladdin Corporation has on this planet, Aladdin Tower is like a standalone gem that's surrounded by these long grassy fields before you reach the rest of the skyscrapers of the city. And down on this grassy promenade below, you actually see the ground parting as this massive hangar bay is revealed, and a lift rises up from the darkness of this hangar, and on the lift stands a white and gold Titan.
Whoa!
That thing's cool.
Oh, I want to play with that.
And with that, you then hear the loud and clear voice of Scarlet say, "We're here! Get to safety!" And you can hear the sound of a starship coming down in the distance. And as you turn, you see the Corsair coming in hot with a Titan of its own slung from tow cables beneath the ship, which hovers across from this white and gold Titan and releases the tow cables, dropping the Titan, which lands with a heavy
Gundam fight!
as
fight!
the tower trembles slightly. And then the Corsair pulls away and starts flying towards the rooftop to pick you up.
We're saved!
Okay, come on, Oran, Spike, let's go.
Spike, you don't look so good.
Welcome to the battle, Drea.
I'm here. Ready to fight.
Oh,
I'd like to shoot some things.
Dude.
how about that android that ran out like a little bitch?
All right, so you have this standoff with this other Titan, which is clearly, you can deduce, clearly piloted by Martin Alabaster.
Ooh.
And you hear his voice over the speaker, and he says, "You should have left while you had the chance, Gemma. You always were a fool."
Hi, Dad.
You hear this
What?
this voice that you've only heard once before say, "Hi, Dad." It goes from the speaker.
Jackhammer, did I hear that correctly? He just said dad?
I think so. Did she unlock Drea?
Oh,
Wait, I'm confused.
no.
What? What?
That means... Oh, no, it's okay. That means Scarlet's subconscious is still in the ship, so we can access it. No problem.
Yeah. I'm still confused.
Don't worry. Right now they're just using Drea's body, but we can totally transfer it. No problem.
Oh wait. Oh, so Drea's in the Titan.
It sounds like it, yes.
So while you're having this conversation, there's this long, awkward silence from below when Martin finally speaks and says, "I see you found your uncle's toy."
Yeah. We'll see how much of a toy it proves when it blasts all of your limbs and head off. You know, you were always a shitty father to me, but killing your own daughter really takes the cake.
Don't be dramatic. I gave you immortality.
Oh,
You
yeah?
always were ungrateful.
Oh, yes. So ungrateful for the immortality, which is keeping my consciousness a prisoner in a cyber hellscape. Thank you for setting me out in the pasture of green fields of nowhere.
I felt it was very pleasant, and I was going to let you out eventually, once I was sure I could trust you.
Liar!
You know, I always thought you were corrupted by greed and power, but now I just see you were always a monster. And it's time we put that to an end.
He roars, and the Titan takes several long strides towards Gorgon.
Gorgon will lift. I don't know what weapons this thing has, but we're firing all of them.
Okay. All right.
Crit.
Oh yeah.
By spending all 3 of your action points, you can actually activate all of its ranged weapons simultaneously.
Yeah.
So,
any bonus weapons? Any hidden things that like Deus Ex Machina come out at the last second? We're pulling those out now.
We're pulling them all out now. Okay, so what I need from you is this is going to be a combat turrets skill roll.
Ooh. Okay. So that is agility or wits. Okay. All right. 20. Oh, I only keep 3. Darn. Okay. So that's only 14 nomads.
Okay, so it's actually exceedingly easy for you to hit this very large thing because it's a very large thing, right? So that's they have very large hull pools. They don't have fantastic defenses because they're not that agile. These towering monstrosities of steel. So this Titan, which is known as the Alabaster King, rushes towards you, and you see Gorgon slide its stance out slightly, arms at the side, and you see all of these ports open in its chest as rockets just go screaming and streaking towards the Alabaster King.
Good boy!
And Gorgon also brings one of its arms to the forefront, and you see this large sleeve shift forward with this clunk, 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 and then fires, and it slides right back. You see this bolt of plasma go flying at the Alabaster King also. So can I have you just roll 6, keep 5, and then you're going to double the damage.
Yeah.
Woo!
Yeah.
You better crit.
I didn't crit, unfortunately.
It's okay, next one. I believe it.
10, 20, 23.
23 damage, okay. 77. Alright, so this thing comes charging at you, sort of head lowered, and various rockets start to hit its hull and explode, and you hit it and its shoulder rocks back as you hit it with a plasma bolt. And as the Alabaster King closes with you, one of its arms shifts. You see this large sort of collar slide up, and then you see axe blades slide out from the side, and it brings its arm down in an overhand swing.
Yikes. Daddy's not messing around. $23. Also interesting. So I have the body points of a Titan right now, right?
Correct. Your Titan actually rounds off neatly to 100 hull points.
Ooh!
What?
You do have 5 DR also, so
Oh my god, I want a Gundam too.
I'll give you percentages because
Why don't you write it
it
next?
makes sense with 100. So you see as this thing hits you, poof, and you're just like, as it like gives you notifications that the Titan has received damage. It's down to 82% of its hull.
Gorgon, do you have any self-healing or patching you can do?
As you say that, so the Gorgon doesn't have a voice of its own, but when you ask queries like that, it's smart enough that it gives you like overlay response, and so you just see it's like, you know, no nanite repair, no anything like that. But it is your, unless there's anything the people on the roof want to do, it will be your turn again.
Oh yeah, oh yeah, oh yeah!
April.
Jackhammer drones!
Jackhammer, yes!
Right. So on the roof, the now Scarlet Corsair rotates around, lowers itself, drops the gangplank for you all to get into the cargo bay. And now that it's close enough, Torque's head comes hovering out.
Ah! Torque's head, beautiful. Yeah, whose turn is it? I don't want to take anyone's else turn.
You can go.
Cool. Torque's head comes out, but I wanna bring out a repair drone as well. I can control 2 drones at once.
You can.
So, Torque's head comes out, cool. I would like to bring out a repair drone at the same time, and I call... Oh wait,
give
go
me
for it.
a computer's, give me engineering drone control, please.
Sure. Yeah, and I also have my drone control uplink as well.
Correct.
Just FYI. Engineering drone control. Cool. 2, 3, 4, 5. Keep 5. Oh yeah, 5. Keep 5. 25 plus 4, 29.
Okay, you successfully maintain control of the 2 drones. What are you having them do?
Okay, Torque's head. Do I still see that other android? I want to finish that.
Yeah, he's still beelining. He's in the middle of sprinting towards the other lift, which is not open currently.
Okay, cool. That one I want to fire with my droney drone. I say, Torque's head, fix it!
Torque's head goes zooming off, keyed into to Zed, and fires its pulse laser.
Pulse laser.
So Torque's head flies, rotating around Zed and just firing its pulse laser as it flies around in a circle. Seems to be doing a significant amount of damage to
Good.
the android. Zara, what are you doing?
Oh, wait, my other drone.
Oh, sorry, yes,
Okay.
repair drone. I'm
Sorry.
so sorry. Go on.
Oh no, it's totally fine. Cool. I will use my repair drone to see if I can fly it over to this gigantic Titan and ask it to repair it. One of the parts around it, like in the back.
Sure. So again, the distinction between jury rig and repair is that repair is typically a longer. It's like
Got
every
it.
store represents an hour of work.
Can my drone
but
jury rig?
It can jury rig, correct. So like if things happen that take systems offline, it can try to jury rig and bring the systems back online. But it can't just like heal whole HP. That's something that takes an hour per roll.
Got it. But if there's something that's causing errors or malfunctions, I can totally have
Correct.
that there.
Correct.
Is there currently anything that has errors or malfunctions that I can...
Not just yet, but we'll see what happens with the next strike.
Cool. I'll have my drone. View! And I just say,
You can give it-
regulator,
Yeah.
mount up, and
Yeah.
then view. It'll go over.
You can give it standing orders to sort of just bring up down systems. It'll keep a constant scan of her Titan, and as systems go down, it will attempt to jury rig them.
Got it. And then I
uh,
keep moving to the Corsair.
A Corsair. All right, Zara, what are you doing?
So I'm gonna get a little inventive here and correct me if this is overstepping. Is there a way to have a Corsair lock onto a target and shoot, or do I have to be in the turrets to do so? Can I sprint up there quickly if that is the case?
You can spend your turn moving. You won't get there this turn, but by your next turn, you'll be in your turret, strapped in and ready to fire.
Okay, then that's what I'm going to do.
Okay. All right. And in the meantime, Oron and Tinka are dragging Spike over to the ship. Okay. All right. So, Scarlet. I'm sorry. No, Drea. Drea, it's on you.
So I'm still facing off with Daddy, right?
Correct.
Okay. Yeah. I'm gonna keep engaging him.
All right. So you've got at your disposal, you can see from your heads-up display, you've got a plasma cannon on one arm, you've got rockets in your chest, and you've actually got a retractable plasma blade in your other arm.
Yeah, I want to keep him off the rest of my party as much as possible, so I'm gonna run up to him and pull out that blade, that plasma blade, and whack him.
All right, sounds good. So give me a combat. Yes. This won't be turret, so give me a combat melee attack roll.
Okay, combat melee. At strength, which is pretty good. Pretty good. Keep all of them. 15, 16, 17.
Okay, you hit. I need you to roll 6k5 damage.
Cool.
I want to be a Titan.
For real.
Yeah, no multiplier on this one. That was from the opening salvo of all weapons at once. This is just single attack.
17, 23.
Okay. So that's 23 minus DR, 18 damage dealt. Okay. Cool.
You don't deserve to run, Aladdin. Your followers only follow you out of fear. How long is that gonna last, huh? When you decimate this planet to nothing because of your greed, no one's gonna follow you. The people will rise, Martin.
He says, "Insolent child, I am Aladdin," and brings his other arm to bear, which has a plasma cannon, which fires at close range.
Why so many dice?
15 damage, but you do have 5 DR, so Gorgon is reduced to 72% hull.
Okay.
However, the plasma shot did scramble your sensors a little bit, and since you are connected via comms, you hear a happy chirp as Celica's repair drone rushes in and starts to quickly use a fusion cutter to just start to repair some of the
Yeah!
damage
Yeah!
the sensor system, which come up in short order. They
Mount
won't
up.
last forever, but they'll get the job done. All right, so we now go to Celica.
Cool. I continue to let Torque's head fix it. So
Torque's head continues to fix it. Continues to harry. Has not taken Zed down yet, but continues to harry Zed.
great.
Zed is firing back, but clearly is injured enough that he's having a hard time hitting the smaller target that's flying around his head.
Good. Cool. And do I see Oron, Tinka, and Spike just like getting on the Corsair?
Correct. They've now made it to the ramp and are dragging him up the ramp.
Cool. I'll get close to the ramp if I can. And then I like get a mental note from regulator and get status.
And then you got to read out repairs being made.
Cool. And that's my turn.
Okay, Zara. You have made it to the turret, have seated yourself and strapped in, and the turret hums to life and gives you control.
And newly invigorated, considering I popped my enemy's head into pieces. I grab the turret guns, and I get ready to fire. Oh no. So what happens if you roll 3 ones?
Again, nothing. It's only
Okay.
three or more sixes is a critical success, but there are no critical failures.
There's none. Okay. Alright. 9, 11 plus...
No critical failures, just happy trees.
I love
wait.
it.
Hold on
You-
1 second. I changed it. It's turret, so it's agility. Okay, so it's still not good, but it's a little better than it was. 13.
Okay. Just quickly take a look at the size difference here, because that matters.
And Zara is so overconfident as she squeezes the door.
Ah! Blam, blam, blam. Here we go.
I love
I
it.
can't miss, of course not, no.
Colossal.
There's a chance. He's taking his time with his math. There's a chance.
I love it. Keep it going.
So that is the difference. Unfortunately, you do miss. You come close. So you rotate the gun around, just like boom, 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 boom. The plasma cannon repeats, and so while Drea and Martin are locked in combat with these two titans, you see plasma bolts hit the ground nearby, like. Doof, doof, doof. And you realize that the Scarlet Corsair is now assisting in the battle.
And I take my 2 free hands and go, get it together, girl! Get it together!
Aww.
All right. So meanwhile, Oran and Tinka are dragging Spike to the makeshift medical bay, which means Drea's turn again.
Okay. So I just got plasma gunned.
Mm-hmm.
All right. I'm gonna whirl away from him, and as I come back, shoot my own plasma gun at him.
All right. So go ahead and make your. This will be a combat ranged weapons.
Combat ranged weapons. Okay, same thing. Oh, it's agility though. Ah, I gotta stay in melee. My strength is so much higher. So yeah, I'm gonna stay in melee then. I'm gonna do the same thing he did. So when I whirl around, I'm gonna stay within close range of him.
So you're basically punching him with your plasma cannon and just letting it fire.
I'm gonna do it on his face.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
All right. So go ahead and roll your damage. Give me 6k4 for the plasma cannon.
6k4? Ooh,
Yes.
okay. Oh man, I keep rolling so many ones. Okay, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18.
Okay, so he takes 13 of that. All right. Looks like you've done some damage, right? There's like holes being blown in the hull. It's still intact. It's still able to move around, but you've done some damage at this point. The Alabaster King gets to pop back, swings its axe at you again. That is a successful hit.
He's good. He's not the king for nothing.
14 damage minus your 5 DR is 9.
Okay, it's not as bad as the last time.
You're at 63% hull.
63% health.
All right. We will cut to Celica. Torque's head still at it.
Torque's head still at it. We're not letting them get away.
All right. So this harried android, just as the doors open, it dives into the lift, but Torque's head hovers down so it's facing into the lift and just firing its pulse laser rapidly. And as it hovers up again and out of the way so that you get a full field of view, you see a slagged android laying against the wall just as the doors close.
Cool. I have a question, Dan.
Yes.
Can I retrieve that body?
It is currently on its way down into the tower, but in theory, yes.
Okay. I'll use my movement to head towards that direction to see if I can get the elevator to come back up.
Okay. What you know from the lift systems is it probably won't stop until it reaches its destination, and then it'll come back to you, which will take time.
Fine by me. Then I get regulator and I go status.
No systems offline.
Excellent. And I just say continue to mount up. And I'm there by the elevator.
You hear Scarlett's voice over the comm, and she says, "Damn it, Celica, get to the ship."
From the
comms.
Okay. I already used the rest of my movement to head over, and then.
You make your way back to the ship.
Sure.
All right, Zara in the turret.
Do I hear Scarlett's voice?
Yeah.
From below me? Like,
correct.
as part of...
Well, you hear it just over your comm. You don't hear it like an embodied voice in the ship. You just hear it in the comm.
Okay, so I don't notice. I don't know. All right. Then I'm gonna continue to try to shoot down this murdering. I have many curse words that I don't want to say. Trying to murder his daughter twice.
Ooh. He's a bastard.
Okay, and then still with my 5 wound points, correct?
Yes, you still have your wounds.
Okay, so 18.
That is enough to hit. Go ahead and roll your damage. Which, let's see, for the plasma cannon, what was that again? I have to look up your ship stats real quick.
I don't remember.
6k6 times 2.
What?
Whoa.
So, I rolled 6.
Starships do considerably more damage than handheld weapons. You roll 6, you keep 6, you take that number, you multiply it by 2.
Take that number and multiply it by 2. Holy shit. Okay. 18, 19, 20, 25 times 2, 50.
Yeah!
Alright, so the Scarlet Corsair is still hovering low to the roof of the tower as Drea and Martin are locked in combat, and your Titan's taking damage and his Titan's taking damage, and suddenly you hear this boom, boom, boom as the plasma turret again goes off from the Scarlet Corsair, and one of the blasts just hits the rear shoulder of Martin's Titan, and just the arm just explodes, just obliterates in plasma and flame, and it's completely gone. Like a quarter of the Titan's body is gone now.
Yeah!
And Zara's just like, yeehaw!
And with that, it is going to be Drea's turn.
All right, I'm going to take this opportunity to catch him off guard and use my chest rockets.
All right. Go ahead and will be a combat turrets roll.
Combat turrets. Agility or wits. They're both 3. Dang it. Why? All the ones. Why? Why are you being mean to me? 9. 9.
9 overall?
Yeah.
Okay, let me just see here. So it is Titan's damaged. The damage is producing a modifier for him because he is a vehicle, not a person. That will be enough. So, I'm not going to make you roll because I know the minimum damage is enough. So, how about you tell me how you want to do it?
Oh! Okay,
No!
so I see the Corsair just blow into Martin, knocking him to pieces. I stabilize myself, look down, and I raise my eyes up to the eyes of this Titan, and I say, "Goodbye, Daddy."
So
rocket him in the face.
For those of you up on the tower or on the ship, you see again, mind you, it's pouring rain for all of this. So it's pouring rain. These two Titans have faced off. The arm and side of this Titan has just been blown off, and after this Titan had just slammed Gorgon down, Gorgon rises up slowly, and then you hear Drea's cutting words, and just the chest rock just and just explosions rock.
This is for
Alabaster
Gemma!
King.
This is for Scarlet! This is for Celica! This is for Zara! This is for Orin! This is for the other guy who's with us!
Tika!
Tika! Spike! Yes! Well, I ran out of rockets. I chuck a wrench at him.
The Alabaster King stumbles backwards, and then the whole Titan just falls and lands, and the ground shakes, the tower sways slightly. And the blasts have torn open the cockpit area, and so you see inside is Martin Alabaster. Martin has clearly uploaded his own consciousness into an android, and so you can see oil and grease, you can see sparks as he's been all chewed up from the explosions, but still currently alive. He coughs up hydraulic fluids and other various product that he spits defiantly up at you in this towering Titan.
What are we gonna do with you, huh? Anything to say?
I'll be back. You can't get rid of me.
Oh.
I'm the future.
No, you won't. And she steps on him.
Alright. Again, I will not make it roll for damage. It's more than enough. You see Gorgon raise its mighty foot and just as it crushes down. Crushes down several times, completely flattening the cockpit and killing Martin Alabaster.
Yeah! We did it! We took back the Alabaster Throne! Woo!
And I ran out of the turret. Yay! Yay! Yay!
I think you got to step on it a little bit more just to double check.
She has like a little dance on him. It's morbid.
An
Actually,
Irish jig.
It's very morbid.
Team tattoo. Team tattoo.
I'll just do one more like.
Yeah,
Just in case.
Grind in.
It's like a bug. You're like, I'm gonna step on it, and you're like, ah.
Okay, so we're gonna do a little bit of a time skip here. You are now all back at the ruins of Werner Manor. Gorgon is present, standing again, embattled. You know, pieces missing, but standing, looming protectively over the husk of the manor. The Scarlet Corsair is present. At this point, the jig is sort of up. You've come to realize that Scarlet has fused with Corsair to become the Scarlet Corsair. And so we will do a little aftermath thing here of everyone coming together after this victory, likely battle weary and still high off the fumes of victory, but also weary for all you've endured.
She said that her time was done, and she said that my knowledge of where you were located was needed to complete the mission.
You know, I kind of feel like she would have wanted this way anyways.
Yeah?
It's her favorite ship.
And she, at least the Scarlet that I met loved piloting, but honestly, I think you probably knew her better than I did. The memories of Gemma, it felt like her, but at the same time, it was really a different person.
Well, if we do miss that snarkiness that she has, I mean, at least it's still on the Corsair.
And hey, look, I know that I don't know you, but thank you for everything that you've done, and I promise you will be fully compensated with whatever you were promised, and so much more. You have a seat in the council with me. If you would be willing to be advisors to me, I would love to have you.
In charge of the Yamato?
Aladdin.
Oh, Aladdin. Aladdin? Sorry.
Yes. Yes, to advise me on decisions. I don't want to be the sole person in power making all of the decisions. I do want those who I trust as advisors.
I'm not going to lie or sugarcoat it in any way, but I really wished Scarlet would say goodbye. But it's okay.
Well, you can still talk to her in the ship.
Yeah, I'll just tap into her programming of some sort. But, to be quite frank with you, I don't have any sort of experience with being a board member of some sort. So if you just want any sort of consultation, any sort of tech, that would be nice. But to be honest with you, I would just like to get my shop back into helping people that can't afford any help for themselves.
Oh, it's a shop you want. I can help you with that.
Yeah, your father blew up my shop. Yes, asshole.
I'm so sorry. Well, to be fair, he also killed me, so we're all sort of in the same boat here.
Oh, and I loved watching you stomp on and doing that crazy
it was cathartic.
Traditional Irish jig over that body.
No,
we
redacted that. It was just sort of a stomp and squish sort of thing.
Ah, yes. Well,
like a splat, splat.
Well, that dream will live on in my mind.
So you want celestial rigs?
Actually, if Zara, if you would like to become a partner, then it would be Conclex and rigs, cybernetic augmentations and enhancements. But it's totally up to you. It's not me.
Oh, yes!
Okay, well, we have a lot of design ideas that we'd like to go with. It's a little higher scope, but excellent.
I actually had plans that I made. Sometimes when I can't fall asleep, I make drawings, and I have so many ideas.
You're interrupted by Tinka, who emerges from the manor with Spike in a wheelchair.
Aww.
Bandaged up, and he looks over at Dre and says, "Good to see you again, kid."
You too. Glad you made it out this time.
By the skin of my teeth.
Well, you always do. If you need to rest and patch up, you're more than welcome in Bandor. We have practitioners of the highest caliber who could help you heal up as quickly as possible.
I fully expect to be reappointed as head of security.
Yes, but we will have checks and balances to everything from now on.
He nods.
But if you have recommendations for your team, I am more than happy to hear it out.
Scrap over here can join me. He nods back at Tinka.
What is it that you were promised for recovering my body and my mind?
He shakes his head. Nothing.
Riggs, Gunclex, what is it that Spike promised you for the recovery of my body and my mind?
A lot of credits.
Name your number.
So there's many numbers I would love to name. It's definitely higher than what he promised, if you don't mind.
We went through a lot.
Give me a number.
Should I? 5 million credits. And an established supply line, so that if if you don't have any parts that you like, we can take any sorts of parts and we can fix them and provide them for other people who, can't afford any of the higher tier mechanics.
Okay. She sits back and crosses her arms, contemplates for a minute.
You can totally be a partner of the conflict. Okay.
Double it. Promise you'll visit me and we have a deal.
I go jackhammer. Yes!
I jackhammer back. Yeah!
And I go, doubled and we visit you? I mean, I kind of want to visit you anyways. But
I mean, what if we open 2 shops? I don't know. Maybe I'm thinking too far ahead.
Look,
but
whatever you do with this money is up to you. But finding me and bringing me back so that I can take over Aladyne and change the lives of millions of people and creatures, that is worth everything that I'm giving you. And more.
Well, you've got yourself a deal. And I stick my greasy ass hands out.
Drea doesn't hesitate and shakes it.
I take all 4 of mine and go on top of theirs.
We can add another tattoo.
Oh, well, I
to commemorate this moment.
I kind of like seeing Scarlet here. She did promise me that I can't remove it. That was one of her dying requests.
I look over at Oran. I told you!
Oran is currently aboard the Scarlet Corsair. You can actually see because the silver shades are withdrawn, and he's sitting in the cockpit talking to the hologram of Scarlet.
Okay, then I jackhammer. Yeah, we need to repeat that to Oran.
Spike says, "If it's all the same to you, I'd like to consider my debt to your uncle paid."
Absolutely. Thank you, Spike.
He
I'm
nods.
indebted to you.
I wouldn't go that far. He turns and says, "All right, Buckethead, bring me back inside. It's still raining." So Tinka wheels Spike back inside.
Drea, if you don't mind, if you don't mind gifting us the current Scarlet Corsair,
that is a bit trickier. It does contain Gemma, but
it also contains Scarlet.
Yeah, it does. And she's sacrificed everything for me. I think she would want to continue her adventure.
And, feel free to let us know if you need a break from being indoors all day.
Oh, I'm sure I'll get bored of the humdrum of corporate life sooner or later, but I think I have a lot of work ahead of me.
We'll come to visit you whenever you need.
Anytime. Can I get your number?
Yeah. Do we have the first?
Yeah.
I transfer my ID over to.
You exchange contact info.
Yeah, it's like a yearbook. KIT.
Is there enough room that we could put? Can we also maybe add a tattoo of you, Drea? Before we go?
Okay.
Okay, and maybe grandma as well. Just like somewhere here. It's been a very long day. Let's do that. I swear, I'll put some numbing cream. You won't even feel it.
You can go first. Oh.
In all seriousness, though, Drea, thank you very much for coming back and saving us and setting Scarlet free. She loved freedom, so what's more free than a ship?
And if it's
Scarlet?
endless adventure she wants, and peace, she said that she wanted peace. I think she found it.
I don't know if
Guys.
it's much peace if she's talking to us all day.
Well,
But that was her choice.
yes, I made sure
She
of it.
chose.
Mhm.
I think she wanted to choose her own path. Oh, I know I'm getting sappy here. Sorry.
All right. Any last things to wrap up before the epilogue?
That's it. Seems like a beautiful ending.
Yeah. I think
All
that's-
right.
We
so-
party.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's
So-
a big party at the Alabaster
Sure.
compound. Everybody's invited.
So a quick little epilogue here. Drea Alabaster, an unspecified amount of time in the future, Drea Alabaster stands in her presidential suite in Aladdin Tower. The QuantumNet news plays in the background, and you can hear the newscast saying, in the aftermath of the battle which occurred on Bandor outside of Aladdin Tower in Crown City, Martin Alabaster's consciousness has been imprisoned in the first of its kind cyberspace prison, courtesy of the Osiris Project cooperating with the IPF. No one knows why the Osiris Project was willing to turn over Martin Alabaster's backup, but they have finally exposed their research publicly. Ghostwalkers, in fact, walk among us. In other news, the Manger Corporation has filed for bankruptcy protection due to their unsanctioned research involving the Rogosian swarm. And then it just sort of, the newscast continues, but you sort of tune it out in the background. As you look out the window and in the distance, you can see the familiar silhouette of the Scarlet Corsair leaving the atmosphere. And thus ends the Alabaster Throne.
Wow!
Aw.
So good!
Yeah!
What a great story, Dan.
Thank
Oh,
I can't believe
man.
like all of every single little tiny piece of this story has come from your brain.
Yeah.
Incredible.
It was so fun.
Thank you. So, for those of you watching, thank you so much for joining us on this journey, the first ever filmed journey in Omega Horizon. Today we are actually, it's August 1st, we are launching the Kickstarter campaign for Omega Horizon. So if you think it's a fun game, if you want to tell your own stories in this universe, please, we'd be so humbled for you to back the campaign. Whatever you can do is amazing. Included on all pledge levels is the amazing Omega Horizon soundtrack from composer Philip Melvin. The art is amazing. We have the best team of artists. Everyone is so incredibly talented. I've done the lion's share of the writing, but also we have some additional writing done by Chris Allen. Just such an amazing team. Everyone's put so much effort and just their heart and soul into this, and I'm so grateful. I'm grateful to you ladies for doing this. Thank you so much for giving voices.
Thank you.
Happy to be here.
Yeah, I had so much fun.
Seriously, we are the lucky ones on this one.
For real. For freaking real.
So thank you again. Hopefully, I would love maybe whispers, spoilers, maybe stretch goals for continuing the story, the ongoing story of the crew of the Scarlet Corsair. We'll see. But in the meantime, thank you so much for joining us and giving us your time and attention for this. And yeah, we love all of you. Be good to each other, and we'll see you soon.
Bye.
Bye.